Alex. Thank you very much for all the work that you do. Marker going up, and we're going to get into the game. Luckily, I don't need Gamzee too much for this screen. Welcome to our overlay for Waterdeep. Our players are we're playing a module, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition pre-made module. But we had to change it a little bit because our players are not, or our characters rather, are not from Waterdeep. So to that end, we had to bridge the gap between Waterdeep and the previous story featuring these characters, A Little Adventure. Some time has passed since A Little Adventure, but our heroes have reconvened and found one another in the city of Waterdeep, where they decided to meet for drinks after years apart. Well, years apart for some of them. Pierce Averill being in Wizard School, Lawrence Parnassus being in Waterdeep, training with the guilds to be an artisan. Most of the other heroes, quote-unquote heroes, decided to make the trek out to Waterdeep for spring break and find their friends and hang out with them and have a lot of fun. Over those drinks, the bar, the Yawning Portal specifically, was attacked by denizens of Undermountain, a mega dungeon beneath, a labyrinthine mega dungeon beneath the Yawning Portal that, well, it pays well for adventurers who are willing to go and keeps Dernan the barman in plenty of money. After the battle in the Yawning Portal, where our heroes emerged victorious, they were approached, or rather everyone in the bar was approached, by the famous author Volothemp Gedarm, who had a bit of a conundrum. Volo's friend, Floon Blagmar, was missing. He had been missing for several days, and our heroes, not one to allow someone to suffer, even someone famous and with connections, decided to help Volo find Floon. They made their way out into the city of Waterdeep to the Docks District, did a little bit of information gathering, and found a warehouse where they believed Floon was being kept. How'd that work out for you, Braden?
I have several arrow holes in my shoulders.
Yes, they found many traps in the abandoned and oddly cleaned warehouse. Braden unfortunately set off most of them, which the ones he didn't set off, Sockham did, and damn near killed Braden, unfortunately. But they found, not Floon, but several dead bodies, traps being set up, a hidden Rainier Neverember, son of the former Lord of Waterdeep, Daggelt Neverember, and some Kenku, who Rainier handily dispatched, minus one, whom the party intended to interrogate, which they did. And then they needed to get away after, I won't say they cocked up the interrogation, but some mistakes were made, let's say, and an alarm was raised. Connie, thinking quickly, knocked out their captive as he was unable to defend himself, and a certain barbarian decided that wasn't good enough and killed him. Thinking very little of this fact, Rainier set off to find his friend Floon, who the party knows as well is somewhere in the sewer system. So Rainier has fucked off into the night, Floon is still out there, and we rejoin our heroes, our unlikely heroes, standing about in the dark, lit by the flames of Lawrence's hammer, with a dead body. The floor is yours, my friends. What would you like to do?
Fair warning, I'm having some chair difficulties, so I'll be muted for a sec.
Lawrence would be staring at the body, staring at Sockham, and just ask, "What did you do?"
Gamzee?
You there, Gamzee?
Gamzee.
If you're not there, don't say anything.
How's the soundscape, by the way, guys? Is it super loud?
Not super loud, but you can still hear it.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Don't think Gamzee's here yet.
Okay, so Pierce, by the way, Nightfall will be joining us in a little bit. So Pierce is looking at the group of you and looking at the body of the Kenku, and he turns to Connie, and he says, "Let's pretend I wasn't here for the last couple of hours. What's going on?"
Okay.
Turn your mic
What
down.
was the last thing you were here for again?
Turn your mic down.
Hmm?
Turn your mic down. You were blowing out your mic.
Right. So what was the last thing you were here for again?
We were having drinks at the Yawning Portal, and then our dorm check happened, and Panini had to, poof me.
Right. So we got hired by this dude named Volo to track down his friend named Floon. Trying to track down Floon, we wound up at this warehouse. We found a guy. Turned out to not be Floon, but he knows Floon, and now we have a lead to find out where Floon is.
Okay. There's dead bodies upstairs.
Yes, there is.
And most of you are bleeding?
Yes, we are.
Do you know what that is? And he, points at the body. Pierce, points at the body. Do you know what that is, Connie?
Some sort of bird person.
Yes,
Can't say anything
actually. They're called Kenku.
Bless you.
Yes.
And we just murdered one of them.
We?
Well, more specifically, he.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Oh, we lost Gam.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think his Wi-Fi's being technical on him.
So...
Stupid Wi-Fi.
So Pierce looks at Brayden. Are you okay?
It's a bit sore from having a couple of traps stuck in me, but other than that, I'll live.
There he is.
Traps?
Yeah, these little shits set up a few of them. Going by our friend that just went off.
Why?
I don't know. All I know is that it hurts.
We could have asked them.
I mean, I'd like
Points
to see
to
you
dead
ask.
Kenku.
I'd like to see you try and ask them when they're trying to stab you with a knife.
We had one tied up.
Yeah, and he looks over at Rockham.
Sock him.
Wait, is it no,
Sock him.
Sock him. And it's like, yeah, it was a wee bit unnecessary to kind of kill it. Do you know what I think?
Sockham's, ever since Rainier ran away, Sockham's been standing there, this deafening ringing in his ear, just staring at the Kenku. Dead fish eyes. Just...
Waves a hand in front of his face. It's like, you there, mate?
Sock?
It's definitely an expression of the lights are on, but no one's there. And he just kind of sits and keeps staring at it.
But he no do that thing where you're trying to wake someone up. You just
You
like
snap
tap
your
the
fingers in
sides
front of
of
their
cheeks.
face? Yeah.
I snap the fingers, slap the cheeks a bit.
And he definitely looks up to look at him, and he's not looking at him at all. He's looking past him.
I think Rockham will walk over to him. Walk over to Sockham at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to, I will slap you.
Don't. It's. I'll
They-
sit down in front of him so we're at eye level.
They didn't even looks at his hands, and it looks like there's an earthquake going on. His hands are shaking so bad.
Do I see his hands shaking?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold him.
You guys are standing in light. You're fine. You can
Yeah.
see.
Put his hands together and hold mine over his.
Hey, Sock, can you make a concentration check for me, please? It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Also, I want
You
to
have
apologize. if my
disadvantage
chair
on this
squeaks.
check, specifically. Because you're not focusing.
You said it was a Constitution save?
It's a Constitution saving throw that you have disadvantage on, yes.
Poop.
Here it goes. Okay. You're able, now, here's the thing about D&D. You can always choose to fail a save. So if you believe that narratively it makes more sense to fail a save, that's fine. However, by the roll that you made, your dancing lights, you can maintain concentration on them if you choose.
They'll probably flicker out for sure.
Okay. So your dancing lights waver a little bit.
I don't remember how to take them down.
Yeah, I think holding his hands, I'll just be quiet for a moment. Trying to calm him down, more help him focus a bit.
Yeah,
so he's not
you're
shaking so much.
you're doing the like silent pack mate thing. I understand. You're doing the raised by wolves scenario. I got you.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pierce looks at Connie, and he says, "Okay, we can't do anything about that." And he gestures at the twins. Is everyone else okay?
And Lawrence is moving his mouth. He's deep in thought, and he says, "Right now, I think we need to go find Neverember. Make sure that idiot doesn't get himself killed. Then we
Can we deal with the fact that everyone is bleeding first?
That'll be fine. But the rest of you should at least rest for a minute.
Yeah, I'll be good. And like Braden will go over and start seeing if the Kenku has anything on it.
A short rest takes 10 minutes to an hour, whichever fits the most fictionally.
Mm-hmm.
And that
in
Kenku...
this case, I think it would be 10 minutes if we're in a rush.
Hang on. That's fine if you guys want to do that. But remember, right before the Kenku got off, it was screaming for help.
That's a fair point.
Good to know.
Just keep that in mind. If you guys want to take a rest, feel free. Just letting you know.
Even if we do, we probably shouldn't in front of the body.
Yeah, we should probably scoot and then rest.
Okay.
Yeah, stand around
Talk to
here,
Sock for a moment before we do.
So you're gonna stick around. Are the rest of you going to leave the twins?
Lawrence is dealing with higher priorities.
Are you leaving the twins?
Yes.
Lawrence is leaving. Who else is leaving? Connie Pierce is going with you.
Okay.
Are you staying?
Connie's gonna say.
Connie's
Let me
staying.
carry him.
Pierce is staying. Lawrence is leaving. Braden?
Braden will like have a deep sigh and be like, I can't let you go off on your own at least.
Okay. Lawrence and Braden, you are free to leave the scene. Bear in mind, Lawrence is taking the light with him.
Or most of it.
Good to know.
Didn't he cast that onto a coin, or did I miss
Yes,
him?
and if he leaves, it...
Oh, okay.
I'm
Like,
taking the coin with me.
He can go pretty far, but... Yeah. So...
Worst case scenario, I can get a torch out. But...
So, last call to remain, Lawrence and Braden.
I'm going.
Okay. Lawrence is out, Braden is out. You guys are free to leave the scene. I'm going to move you down here for now, but you're not here.
Okay.
Poof, you guys are out. The rest of you are standing in the dark, or sitting in the dark, as some of you may be. And Pierce, you're looking at Connie. Like, Pierce keeps looking at Connie, and then looking at after Lawrence and Braden, like, don't know. We'll catch up with you two in a minute. Sock, Rock, floor is yours.
Hey. You need to focus. I get it, it was a rush choice, but things like this happen.
Now, something I've always imagined, when Sock was younger, he's had this habit of when he really, really screwed up, he'd sit somewhere and mumble about it until he could collect himself.
That makes sense. Sure.
And it's like that creepy little kid in the corner mumbling.
I understand.
And he's sitting there doing that, and if Rock or anyone else could make out anything, it would be Sockham is no hero.
Sockham is what?
Sockham is no hero. Switching into this natural kid state, referring to himself third person.
I don't think Rockham could draw on the whole hero thing, because Like, sure, Rockham wants to help people when he can, but he's not aiming to be a hero, as it were.
Right.
He's more of a, I don't want to say realistic, but down to earth, I guess.
So Pierce just rolled very well on a medicine check.
Mhm.
And while you're like making eye contact with, because you know how to deal with him by now. You're fucking twins. Like you know what he needs to do to calm down. Pierce and Connie are off to the side, close enough, like in the darkness. Pierce leans over to Connie after rolling pretty high on a medicine check, and he says, "This is not the place for this. He needs a healer, like a doctor, like now."
Yeah. Rock, do you want? I can carry him.
Referring to Sockham or referring to...
Sock, yeah.
Sock, yeah, since he's not responding.
Mark inspiration, Gamzee.
Mark
It's
inspiration.
fine. I'll get him.
Above your initiative, there should be a thing that says inspiration with a checkbox by it.
Clicked.
Just click that. You should get a dragon to appear.
Yep.
For this session, you can only use it this week. But if you use it this week, anytime you want to do that, you can re-roll.
Oh,
But you can only do it once.
neato.
I'm gonna try and put one of Sockham's arms around my shoulder and lift him up that way.
Okay. Sock, do you resist?
No.
Okay. Make an
How do I
athletics
put
check,
away?
Rock.
Okay.
How
What'd
do
you say?
I put away my frickin' dancing lights?
You want to delete them?
Yeah, I've been trying to.
Backspace.
Big space.
There you go.
Yay. Okay. I learned a
Okay.
thing.
He's dead weight, Rock, but you can get him up.
Okay.
So, Rock, what do you usually do when your brother gets like this?
Honestly, it's a lot of just like trying to remind him that, you know, bad stuff happens, and it's a lot of just like calm speaking.
just wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to wait it out, just kind of be there for him, as it were.
Okay.
But in a situation like this, we can't stay here.
Right.
Oh.
So the other issue is nobody but Connie can see.
Yeah.
There's no light in Candle Lane.
Hang on. Anyone got a candle or anything?
Here's my
I have a
check.
torch.
Rockham has or Sockham has torches.
I mean, I have torches. I was just hoping for something a little more subtle.
Checking.
I don't think I have any lights.
Pierce has torches.
You'd think that the mage would carry around some sort of magic candle.
I'm checking. I'm checking if he does. I don't have his sheet memorized. Bear with me.
If he doesn't, Connie will just light a torch.
Prestige, Shock and Grasp, Find Familiar, Unseen Servant, Mage Armor. Nope.
Torch it is.
Torch it is.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Bring that down to 9.
So you light up a torch. What's the range of a torch, Connie?
I think it's 10 feet.
I believe it's 30 feet, but it's dim light after 10. Oh, okay. This sucks, Connie. If you light a torch, I have to take away your dark vision. I can't give you both.
Well, that's a bummer.
You could give it to Pierce.
Yeah, I'll hand it off to Pierce.
Like, even narratively, we can say Connie has it. It just, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the radius of a torch?
It's 20 foot and then dim 20 after that.
So 40. Thank you. Boop. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did the twins just light up?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, you guys get ready to leave.
Yeah. Connie will get under the other shoulder and help Rock carry.
Okay. Would someone who is not carrying Salcom, I guess that's only Pierce, make a perception check, please? One second, I'm moving some tokens around.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's Pierce. Okay, Pierce will make it. So Pierce is like going in front with the torch, and then you three are coming along behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys go like exit the yard, and all we see is Pierce gasp. And then we cut to Lawrence and Brayden. Where are you guys heading?
After.
Yeah. Heading,
Okay, right.
We're basically heading for the nearest sewer entrance, as it were.
You're just gonna go straight into the sewers.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, it's
Following Rainier.
Don't you
Yeah.
know you never split the party? Okay.
Clerics,
Cleric.
the fighter, Helen Hardy.
Hang on.
Wizard in the middle.
So
Hang
we can
on,
shed
hang
some
on,
light.
hang
And never
on.
let that darn rogue out of sight.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, in this case, yeah. Okay. So I don't have a. I'm just making sure I don't have anything specific. Oh no, I do. Okay, here we go. They gotta hide out in the sewers. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so you're just going to the nearest sewer entrance.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either that or following Rainier to where he went.
I
Yeah.
mean, Rainier fucked off. You'd have to run after him.
Aye.
Yeah.
Which you can do.
But-
So, what?
But
But you would be running away from the scene where someone was shouting.
ah,
If you don't care about that, because there's nobody in Candle Lane, there's nobody around.
That we've seen.
That's true. That we've seen.
right. So try
Can we be
not to
stealthy
be.
about it?
Yeah.
So are you fucking off after Rainier, or are you going to the sewer grate?
I would say the best going after Rainier, but what do you think, Thrace?
Yeah, we gotta follow Rainier as close we can.
Okay.
Because
There you go.
we know he ain't gonna make it on his own.
Brayden, you have better vision. Make a perception check,
Aye.
please. You need to go back to the screen so you guys can see the dice rolls. Okay. You find Rainier. I'm actually going to go over to the screen. This should help. So that you guys can still see the dice rolls. So, you find Rainier pretty quickly. He leaves Candle Lane. He's moving up the main drag. Not the way of the dragon, but like the street near Candle Lane.
Aye.
And you run up to him. Like, do you just like run up to him and be like, "Hey, Rainier, wait!" Like,
Aye.
is that okay?
It's, more quietly than that, but
More quietly than that, it's more a case of not running up behind him,
a
like,
hiss.
tapping his
Rainier,
shoulder.
wait!
Okay. So you get up to him and he turns around and like he's in light now. Like you guys are casting light, or are you still casting light?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So light said, well, you're under street lights, like you're in the thoroughfare. Rainier looks like hell. Like he needs a bath. He looks like he's been beaten. His clothes are all torn. He's got the short sword you gave him, and he's got the dagger. They're both on his belt. Now, or and by his belt, I mean like they're like jammed in the top of his pants.
Yeah.
He's like his lip is like swollen over where it's been busted. Like he's dirty, his hair is messed up, but he's he's bigger than you, Lawrence. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he turns when you come up to him and he says, like he looks past you for a second and then sees that it's just the two of you, and you see confusion on his face, and he says, did something happen?
It's a wee bit of a situation that's nothing to worry about at the moment.
Couldn't let you just go off on your own.
Why not? You're not my keepers.
Well, I mean, look at you. You kind of look like you've been through it, which you have.
I intend to rearm myself and then go and get my friend back.
At least let us lend you a hand.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know who you are.
Well, unfortunately for you, we're also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't stop you. I would advise you not to go into the sewers without me, but I can't do anything in this state.
Aye, we're just making sure you don't try and attempt to go down there yourself.
No, at least not on your own.
As I said, I advise the lot of you to go and rest. I have contacts that I can call upon to go and rescue Floon.
Are you sure?
Surer than trusting someone who might be Xanathar's?
That's a good point.
Caution's warranted. Just be careful, will you?
Do you have, Lawrence, like a signet? Do you have like a guild signet?
I've probably got
Do you
something.
have anything that will like mark you?
I've
Probably the hammer.
I mean,
If it's not on your character sheet, you don't have it.
in that case, no.
Okay.
But
So Rainier
Lawrence
keeps
would-
like looking askance at you, Trisker, because you don't talk the way that Brayden does. Like that's not me talking about Delta's accent. It's like you've been here long enough, you've picked up some of the dialect.
right.
But he keeps looking at you like he trusts you less than he trusts Brayden.
Oh, because I'm so
Brayden is obviously an outlander.
right.
He has no idea about. And he says, "Why do you care about Floon Blagmar anyway? For all I know, your assassins come to finish the job. Granted, I doubt they would hire kids, but unscrupulous types. He would have said children, not kids, but still.
Yeah, and Lawrence just go, look, I've been here a few years. I know how things tend to go.
Yes, who are you affiliated with?
I work over at the Steam and Steel for Master Embrick and Master Avi.
And he shakes his head a little bit, like that doesn't mean anything to me.
Troll Skull Alley.
Narrows his eyes at you. That property Floon owns? Floon does not own the Steam and Steel.
And Lawrence give a thin little smile, like, no, but I work for a couple. They're in one of the guilds.
Which guild?
Pull that up.
Xanathar's is a guild. I said that in his voice. I'm sorry. Xanathar's is technically a guild. So like,
and Lawrence said the order of the most skilled and careful metal forgers.
and like, you see him like step back a little bit and like look at your outfit because you came from work.
Oh, yeah.
Dog. Yeah.
I was about to say.
I never got changed.
To his outfit.
And he like looks you up and down and he says, "Forgive me. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just a little bit ridiculous that someone from the most careful order was breaking into a warehouse full of traps in the middle of the night."
It's complicated.
Clearly, he gestures at Brayden, like, look who you're traveling with, like...
And Lawrence would roll his eyes, just like...
And that's not a shot at Brayden being a half-orc, that's a shot at Brayden looks like he's doing second story work, like...
Or third story work, for that matter.
Yeah, right, exactly. He says, who's your stake in this? Who hired you?
Volo.
He relaxes when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Volo offered us some coin to find his friend. We
did he
didn't
actually
expect...
pay you?
Of course he didn't.
Of course he didn't. His...
Look, we heard through the grapevine that Volo
No, wait,
was...
he gave us some coin.
He gave you some coin, he promised you a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, he didn't really pay us. But it's like, you know, we heard Floon was seen with you, and you know, we tried following the trail. Found you.
Right. He holds his hand up, like he's got one hand on his hip, he holds his other hand up, like, hang on. Before this goes any further, do you have a name?
Lawrence Parnassus.
He looks at Brayden.
Right, Braden coin, pleased to meet you. And he like holds out a hand to shake.
Hey, he shakes your hand. Rainier Neverember, and by your speech, that doesn't mean anything to you.
Braden shrugs and is like, never heard of you.
He looks at Lawrence. Now is not the time to worry about reputation, but if I have offended you in some way...
It's not you. It's Daggled. And...
Yes, no, say no more, please. Except to understand, I am not my father.
Fair enough. And I apologize.
Now, those others, they're with you?
Friends of ours, aye.
Are they capable? Oh, and he holds a hand up before you say anything. What I mean is, have they been here long?
No.
Same as myself.
So he starts to walk past you, like back the way you came. He says, there was an entire squad of the Watch that walked past me. Mark inspiration, both of you. We're cutting back to the other group. So you guys come out to the end of the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a whole lot of Watch officers in what is effectively riot gear.
Oh, shit!
Oh no!
Excuse me.
And like they're like a group of them has split off. You saw them walk away, and that's what made Pierce gasp. Like half of them walked to the front of the building, and the other half started to come down this alleyway. And then like Pierce and the captain like saw each other and like froze.
Just, oh, shit!
Well, you can't exactly start a fight.
Oh no.
Do you want to roll for initiative, Rockham? We can do that.
Exactly. I'm just not very good at people.
I just turn the turn order on just in case.
Yeah.
So like there's just this stare down for a minute. Connie, can you make a quick deception check for me?
Oh,
Just-
heck.
No,
Oh,
because you're
God.
supporting Rock, who is quote trembling.
Yeah. Maybe we can convince him that he's drunk.
I mean, that wouldn't be too hard.
There's blood on your clothes. Just saying. Okay.
Bar fight?
And so the captain of the watch like recovers himself quickly and he says, "Drop your weapons."
I mean,
Connie's
I'll
not
swing my
holding
bow
it.
off and set it in front of me.
Well, I
You
guess
gonna-
she'd be holding her staff.
You're
but-
gonna let go of Salk.
Yeah, I can like one arm take it off and set it down.
What are you taking off specifically?
The bow.
The bow. Take your bow off. Keep your arrows.
Yeah. Unless he asked me to take those two.
You drop the staff. Pierce drops the torch on the ground. A couple of the guards like step forward with like crossbows, like here and here. They've got crossbows, and then the captain steps forward. The other two come in, and he says, "Identify yourselves."
Rockham Zumar.
Connie,
Sock
ahead.
him. Just looking at this guy dead in the eyes, still with the fish eyes, just sock him.
Connie, what last name do you give?
Granny's last name, which I can't remember
Yeah,
right now.
I can't fucking remember it either. And then Pierce says, Pierce Averill, Percival Averill, that's what he says. So kind of looks at you and says, "Are you injured?" He's looking at Connie.
I'll be alright. Thank you.
He like gestures behind him, and like one of the guards comes forward, like all the way down, and like starts looking you over, Connie.
Really, and I'll be fine.
And he says, "What are you doing out here, and why are you covered in blood?"
It's a long story.
Start talking then.
Floor's yours. Go for it.
Yep.
Rockham Solution is not a good one. So,
No, Rockham's solution is not a good one.
as he knows, he's not going to be very buddy with these guards.
Do I want to be honest or do I want to blind my way out of here?
That is up to
Do
you.
what Connie would do.
Oh my god, Connie, you are so lucky on that perception check.
But What?
Maybe honesty will work. Who knows?
The veteran rolled a perception check.
Oh.
You got lucky.
Oh, thank goodness.
How are them deception stats?
Go on.
Long story short, we came here on a rescue mission and bit off a little more than we could chew.
Rescue
person.
mission? Are you with some Pathfinders Guild?
What was the name of the guy we're looking for?
Floon Blagmar.
Oh,
For a clown Blugmar?
we,
Clown?
we came here looking for Floon Dagmar and got a
Blagmar.
dead end.
BL.
I'm doing it
Blagmar.
wrong on purpose.
Bloon Dagmar?
Floon, FL, Floon, BL, Blagmar.
Then why do I keep saying Dagmar?
Because I said Dagmar when I first introduced him. And then I looked it up.
Gotcha. Still think Dagmar sounds better.
I agree.
Right, so long story short, we came here trying to find a guy named Floon. He wasn't here.
One of the
but
veterans goes,
we
"My name is
got,
Floon." It's quite a common name in Waterdeep.
Floon Blagmar, that is. Nice to meet you, Floon.
He nods.
And we got jumped by the owners of this apparent owners of this establishment. Granted.
So you say that, and the captain is like taking notes in a notepad, and you say we got jumped by the owners, and he stops and like,
I'm guessing they're the owners. I don't know if they actually belonged here or not.
he looks up. He says, "The owners of this warehouse are dead. In the street about 3 blocks from here, there was a big cordoned off area."
Then I'll take that as not the owners. For like
Birdman.
bird people, dark cloak.
On whose
Soccer.
authority did you say you came here?
We got hired by a guy named Volo.
You hear one of the other veterans like laugh, like you said something funny.
Just like
Make a persuasion check, Connie. You were truthful, so make it with advantage.
All right.
Sometimes the truth works out. Sometimes you get shot in the back with a crossbow.
Let's see how it works out for Connie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing I goofed here. If you can't tell by the accent, we're not like from persuasion. There it is.
1 second.
Oh.
I'm back.
When you're telling the truth and everyone thinks you're lying.
Okay,
Actually.
so let me see. This named guy should have stats. Do. What is your name? You do not have stats. Fuck you. Fuck you, guy. You don't have stats. Shame on you.
Just stat him up real fast.
Hell no.
I'm pretty sure there's an online
what is
generator.
insight off of?
Wisdom.
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 Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Do I
think
even
we're
want to know?
screwed.
So he closes his notepad, puts it on his belt. He says, "All right, we'll get you to a healer."
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Which would be where?
He knows I don't, so I think he just says, "Come with us."
All right.
Looks to the others like,
Well, and I think I ask, would you be upset if I picked up my bow? I don't want to leave it here.
Just keep it, don't. Just keep it at your side. That goes for all of you.
You'll nod and
Whatever
like.
you do not notch an arrow.
Lawrence and Braden, put yourselves behind Rainier, please.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll pick it up and just hold it in my free hand.
So the knight goes back. They put their crossbows away. Two of them
gonna
come.
pick my staff back up.
Yeah, two of them come down to like help you out of the alley. You guys come up, and then yeah, in the light of Pierce's torch, you guys see Rainier, Braden, and Lawrence like come around the corner.
Wait, did I go the wrong way?
And the captain like turns to like go back up the street, and actually one of the veterans goes past you because he's got to go secure the area. And you come in, and like he turns around, and Rainier says, "What's the meaning of this?" And the captain says, "Lord Neverember, we were just securing the area. We understood that the Zentarum warehouse had been attacked a few days ago. Yes, you fool, and I was held captive in the basement. What did you do about it?" "My lord, we came as soon as we could. It was 3 days. I should have your badge." And then they get into this back and forth, leaving you guys a minute to regroup if you want. Pierce goes over to Braden and Lawrence.
All right.
What do we do?
Do you go over to him?
Yeah, sure.
Move your tokens up there then. Go on.
I don't know where everyone is. They got dark.
As far as I know, I'm still holding up Sockham.
Boop.
There we go.
No, just go straight up.
Alright, we are up here. If you can see that ping.
It's just.
That's why I couldn't see anything. There was a wall there.
Oh, is there a wall there? Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. There's not a wall on my screen.
Yeah, well.
There you go.
Braden
1
will
second.
look at Pierce and Connie and be like, "Is everything alright? Did the guards being assholes to you?"
No, luckily they're trying to take us to a healer.
And back.
Don't know if that's the best idea.
What's the best idea? Sorry, I missed that.
No, Connie said that the guards are trying to take them to a healer. It's like, don't know if that's the best idea, especially with you being, you know.
You dumb motherfuckers.
Aye.
We're not exactly in a position to say no.
Yeah, and with
but I don't
Rainier
know.
backing us.
Yeah.
I'm staying. If
I
if Rainier's gonna go to bat for us.
I'm following Lawrence's cue on this one.
I kind of glance back and I'm not great with people, so I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but is he trying to buy us with time to just scoot? Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not horrible. We'll see. No.
Braden does. Aye, sure.
Are they speaking these cats?
I could have sworn.
Also, I've been muted this whole time. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you fixed that.
I did, and then I muted again because I had a crunchy wrapper.
Oh.
I thought Braden basically taught everybody but Pierce
He
and myself.
taught you an approximate. You guys have your own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys
We
have your
a thief
own.
can for our group.
Yes. So you guys can communicate amongst yourselves.
Gotcha.
So okay, so to catch people back up, they were asking if Rainier was trying to buy you guys time. So Braden, you're listening in?
Aye.
Yes. He is double talking. He's not directly saying get out of here, but he is double talking. You hear him ask the same thing 3 times, and the guard is I
just told you.
Yes, exactly.
So, Braden to our little group quietly so the guards don't hear it. Be like, right, come on, shift. Let's go.
And
Braden will go over to Rainier and say to him, and indirectly that we're going to the yawning portal. If
You don't even need to. You don't even need to. I think he says you hear him as you're starting to walk away. You hear him raise his voice and say something to the effect of these kids should be at home with their parents, or at the very least somewhere well lit like the yawning portal. He knows.
completely non-subtle.
Yes.
These kids look sleepy. They should go take a nap.
Yes.
Alright, trip, move it.
If you want to slip away, it's going to be a group stealth test.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody shaken carrying a heavy load or wearing heavy armor makes the check a disadvantage.
I was asking
Is Sock
help me
under? Is Sock able to stand under his own weight at this
Make
point?
a wisdom saving throw, Sockham.
Oh,
That was
wow.
weird.
what was that?
What is that?
I have no idea.
What?
Someone need to like air out the room after that? Jesus.
Yes, yes, Sock, you are able to stand under your own power.
Oh, my mic caught that.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Just
Oh,
a bit.
no, wait, hang on. Sock, you made a con save. I said wisdom.
Oh, my bad.
And it's a stealth check for everybody.
Yeah, no, Sockham is not able to stand on his own power.
Alright. Lawrence, you want to help me with this?
Yeah. I'll
Tony's
give-
strong, but
So
you might have more
stealth
size.
disadvantage, Rockham, Sockham, and Lawrence.
Okay.
But it's a group test, so if Brayden and Pierce and Connie roll really well,
Do we still have inspiration from Hanging with Neverember?
yeah. Oh no, that's for the session.
Oh, okay.
If you want to use that now, you can.
Can't hurt in my case.
So that will negate the disadvantage. So you'll just make a regular roll.
Misclick. Ignore this.
Wow. Brayden, you have advantage. You're not. Oh no, because you have disadvantage. Because you're supporting. You're supporting Rock. Never mind.
It really sucks to have to hold up
Oh no!
Okay.
what is probably the heaviest person in the party.
Probably.
No, Lawrence is probably the heaviest.
Really?
I mean, I'm carrying like 70 pounds worth of shit.
Yeah, he's carrying a bunch
That's-
of gear.
That's true.
I
Okay.
clank when I walk, guys.
So, Connie, you don't have inspiration, do you?
No.
I am so sorry. So
Oh,
for those
dang.
for those of you who are not able to see the chat log, this is one of the few times that I'm going to tell you. Connie rolled a 0
Oh no.
That's about
and
right.
did not 1.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So
Boy, I thought I was cursed with
so
the weight.
you guys were kind of okay. However,
Until Connie face planted.
you're not
Yeah.
face planting. I think
Wind
I'm-
catches the hood.
Connie tripped over a cobblestone and let out a yelp.
I think it's your tail, Connie.
Oh no!
Oh,
I think
shit.
you guys are going to go away, and you pass Sockham to Lawrence, and something on Lawrence's belt catches your cloak, and instinctively you move it aside with your tail, and one of the guards is looking at you.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
We're gonna have to kill a guard, aren't we?
And I think one of the guards, it's not hey, stop, one of the guards comes over to you guys, to you, Connie, and I think subtly sir, your fly is open. He leans over and he says, ma'am, I think you might have a stowaway in your cloak.
Thank you. Sorry. Thanks.
Braden's looking at him with a slight. "Don't
Connie
do it,
looks like her fly is open.
Yeah. I think it says, I get it. The pet tax is insane, and you're from out of town. What is it? Can I see?
You really don't
It's
want to see
shy.
it.
Oh, what?
It's very
What is
shy.
it? Is it a watcher?
Mm.
Very skittish. Sorry, sir.
Anybody Brayden? You can hear this. You can hear this conversation.
Braden's looking at Connie and the guard. Fuck.
Yeah, I have an
Right,
interesting
kill this
question.
guy.
Interesting question for Kit before anyone kills people.
Yes.
Is there any animal I would know of that has a similar tail to Connie's? Like a
He
lizard
He
or...
didn't see the tail. He just saw something pull on the cloak.
Okay, so...
So
okay,
there's
yeah.
a small dog or something in the back of Connie's cloak. Is what he thinks.
I'll just list off some, type of lizard or something I saw on the travel over here.
Make a nature check.
Swear to God,
Yeah.
please
Make a
don't
nature
say
check.
salamander.
That's why I'm asking for the nature again, see? Boink.
Okay. So you say something that is rare for Amber Ridge, right? You say
I don't know.
I don't know, something and immediately the guard goes, "From Port Nanzaru? Oh, please let me see it."
Oh shit.
It's a bit of a. It's a bit skittish.
It's a bit bitey. I
Yeah.
don't want to get in
The
trouble.
guard is wearing like gauntlets, like holds his hands up, like.
Fuck.
No, I
Wait.
would suggest
I
leaving it
tried.
alone. It's a bit stressed as is.
I can imagine. You might need to get it to a healer.
Yes,
I
that's why
know
we're
a
leaving.
little something about reptiles. Maybe I could take a look.
We have
Maybe
a
leave
friend
it
for
to a
that.
professional.
Really, it's my job to help people.
We appreciate it,
fine.
but
We could play the cursed card here.
Somebody make a persuasion check with advantage because everybody is like, no. either
always prefer
Brayden,
it not to
Connie,
be
or
me.
Rocco make a persuasion check with advantage.
Really not that cute. You don't want
I-
to play
Hey,
with
Connie,
him.
how's your persuasion?
Connie or Rock? Or
plus
just
2.
anybody?
I
I think
think.
you should get that Connie or Rock, because mine's 0, so.
Brayden, what's your persuasion?
Very bad.
Okay, Connie, make a
Mine's,
persuasion check.
mine's
with advantage.
fantastic, is why I was asking.
It's Rock, Brayden, or Connie. Those are the three that are speaking.
Damn.
Connie it is.
Can Sockum
Connie it
say?
is, okay.
No,
Oh.
You've been, like, comatose.
you guys had plenty of chances to chime in.
Oh, come on!
So now 20, gotcha. You got this, Connie.
So, I think yeah, like the guard like puts a hand on your shoulder, Connie, and is like, the blood on your clothes. It's from the, and he says the name of the lizard, isn't it? And he goes to like move your cloak aside. Like, what do you do?
Oh no.
I step backwards.
You step back into Pierce. Okay, so if you do this, Pierce is going to make a torch attack against Rockham.
Oh no!
Oh
I-
no.
Maybe I don't do that.
Take it.
To be fair, you can't see behind you.
Yeah, instinctively, that's what you do.
Yeah, that. All right, that's probably what
Okay,
you would
so
do.
so
Just
you
reflexive.
you fall back. Pierce yelps, ducks to the side. Rock, you're gonna take, what's your armor class?
15.
15. Okay. Pierce is not very strong, so I don't think he's going to hit you. I hope to God he doesn't hit you.
It's gonna be a
You said
little
why
bit
This
don't
plus
worry.
2. Okay, so he misses. So you get a face full of torch, but it doesn't do anything.
That's-
My question is the chain reaction that happens here. So Connie
Oh, no.
knocks back into Pierce. Pierce flails, gets caught on his robes, slings the torch out. Rock, it hits you. What do you do instinctively?
That's a good. I'm stuck between either I back up or I try to put my hands over the fire so I don't light on fire.
Yes.
Basically, snuff it out.
Yes.
Because
Or you
fire
can try
spreading
and
would be very bad.
Which is it?
'Cause I'm wearing fur. So
Which is it? Not you're wearing
Probably-
oiled fur specifically.
Yeah, it's probably hands, clap over torch, just get the flame out so I don't
Okay.
light up like a blaze of
Make
glory.
make a survival check. I would say this is like a trick that you know. So survival check.
Okay.
Lick
Survival.
both hands and clap it.
He doesn't have enough time to do that.
Yeah, I just have to go for it. So
Okay.
survival.
Yeah, so you put your hand over it real quick, snuff it. Your hand is smoking, and just immediately all of you are cast in darkness. And unfortunately,
Oh no.
the guard has to fess up. So, like, there's suddenly darkness on all sides. Rainier, the captain, the two guards all look at your group like, what the hell just happened? And the guard says, like, puts his hands up, like, I'm sorry, they have a wounded animal, sir. And
That would be a good time to switch.
the captain is, like, looking at Rainier, and Rainier is like, I have to think really fast. Brayden, make an insight check for me.
Oh god. This is good.
So,
Having it.
So in Thieves' Cant, Rainier says like he's like, of course they do. But like the thing that he's doing is he's saying, hoping someone in the group can get it. What the fuck did you do? Like, how do I fix this? Like, help. Now I am fucked. Like, what did you do? Brayden is the only one who knows this. Brayden is the only one who knows this. So, Connie, you see Rainier, like, of course they do. That's why they need to get somewhere safe. And he's, like, moving, like, herding you guys away now. Brayden,
I mean, yeah.
what do you do to help him?
Sure.
Because the guard is going to fucking fine you for having an exotic animal.
Uh-huh.
Like, he has to now, as Captain knows.
Could I get away with saying that we found it inside the warehouse?
Okay, so you say, like, you found it in the warehouse?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And we're going to fucking take it.
Of everything you could have said, I think that's the funniest. So,
This
okay.
is going to end well.
Like, that is funnier than, no, it's okay, she's a tiefling. Like, what you said is worse.
You know, for
Oh,
the
God.
longest time, we could have just said, oh, well, that was just her tail. See, she's cursed, and we're trying to fix it.
Yeah, what the problem is, you're dealing with shell shock murderer, so...
Yeah.
So Brayden is like, we found it in a warehouse. There's a beat of silence where Rainier just stops talking. And you see him, like, he does that thing where he's like Rainier has moved, like, here, and he's, like, got his arms back trying to, like, get you guys to leave. And he turns his upper body to look at Brayden like, you fool! And then he turns back.
Then you see audible sound of
You're holding up sock.
Yeah.
So, and he turns back and he says, Officers, I assure you, I was not aware that they had such a thing in their possession. We will, of course, hand it over to the watch immediately. Because he doesn't know you're a tiefling.
Crap, you're right.
This is probably going to end horribly, but if we give Connie over to them, she's toast, basically. is
Oh,
what
yeah,
Rock's
no.
saying.
Oh, no,
Yes.
no. Just going to
I think he's-
jail.
So I think he'll say,
Tristan would kill us,
this is
and
really
he
bad.
wouldn't have
More
to
than kill
try.
us.
So
Tristan
Rock
would do
will
more
say,
than kill us. Tristan would make us suffer and then kill us.
Rock will say, I think in the panic it was dropped. I saw it go that way, and he'll just point to a different direction.
Make a deception check with
Yeah, This is yeah.
Oh,
He's not much of a
boy.
liar, so he's just
Make
he's
a
trying to
deception check with
avoid murder.
disadvantage. I wish
Yeah.
you had it. I wish you had inspiration right now. Take inspiration, Connie and Rock.
Oh.
Can I? Can Sokam try to regain his ground again?
In a minute.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
So you say that, like, Rainier, to his credit, gives you advantage. He's like, yes, there it goes. None of the guards look. Everyone is looking at Connie.
I read it in a book at some point.
And I think this guard, like, steps over to you, Connie, and, like, quietly, like, out of like earshot of, like, his captain, he says, like, this will go a lot easier if you just give us the animal.
Oh, what does she do?
You know, it's like pitch black, right?
It is mostly pitch black, yes.
Hence why I tried that card.
The problem is the guard is literally in Connie's face.
Hey, Brayden.
What?
I think
You want to start it?
if you think you can, sneaky boy, you can certainly try.
This is not. This is the worst time to have our most charismatic person out of the picture.
Yeah, no shit.
You're right. Pierce isn't
Stop
here.
murdering
I mean,
people.
what?
Well,
Them's fighting words.
Yes, it is.
well, we're about to have one, so don't worry.
Yeah. Save it for the fist fight.
Like, just give him the lizard, Connie. It's fine.
I don't have a
Does
lizard.
anyone have, like, conjure lizard? Is that a spell?
It is a spell, and no.
Make her become the lizard.
I mean, the guard is
I
right
think
there.
they're
He will see her turn into a lizard.
That's
Although,
true.
honestly, that would give you less shit than being caught as a tiefling. Realistically, if you went, I'm the lizard, and turned into a lizard, you would be in less shit than,
Still shit, but
than if you were just like, because if he takes your hood off, it's over. Like, it's over.
yeah,
Like,
if he takes the hood off, I have to go for him.
what do you do, Connie? Right now, the guard means well. He just wants to help.
Yeah,
Like,
injured animal, and yeah.
injured animal, and also, like,
See, the thing is, I want to try the cursed with the tail excuse, but Connie didn't hear that.
yep.
I mean, Connie's a smart girl.
Okay, Connie, make a. I tell you what.
Intelligence?
Make a deception check. If you roll high enough, I will give you a hint. If, however, oh, okay, well.
What was the caveat?
I was going to say, however, if you roll poorly, I'm gonna make you suffer. What I was gonna say.
Oh, here we go.
So you didn't roll poorly, but you didn't roll great
Okay.
either.
Okay.
So I think like if Connie could come up with some reason why she would be covered in blood, doesn't want to take her cloak off, and would have something weird moving behind her cloak, the guard will back off. So if you say something like, okay, you caught me, there's no lizard, I have a belly wound. Like, something like that, the guard will back off. Because Rainier has basically claimed custody of you guys.
Yeah, and I really don't want to kill guards. I really don't.
Me either.
It'll become Waterdeep's most wanted at that
I'm
point.
warning you right now. I am warning you right now. Y'all are dead.
Yeah.
Rainier is going to come out of this smelling like roses, and there's going to be 6 bodies on the ground. Like,
Yeah. Floor is yours, Connie.
Okay. Listen, I'm. Okay, so I'm bleeding really bad, and I didn't want to tell you guys because I didn't want any to freak out. Can we... Ow. Just kind of like clutching her, like, I don't know what she'd be clutching. I guess it'd be her stomach, but I didn't want to
Yeah,
Like,
be
bait.
torso
thing
area.
going
okay,
forward.
Play along and be like,
make a persuasion check. Flat. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. No. Make a performance check. Flat.
Yeah. Do you have
Could I
inspiration?
maybe give her advantage if I play along?
Uh-huh.
I would like to use my inspiration.
You would like to use it? Okay, you can use your inspiration, so you get advantage on that check. We'll take the other roll.
Cat's not playing with the.
So Rainier says, if you all will mind, I assume none of you are a cleric of corn. I am going to take my friends to a house of healing. Thank you. And yeah, he, like, hurts you, and the guard, like, steps back. Like, and the guard, like, puts his hand out, like, we'll escort you. And Rainier says, you've done quite enough, my good man, stalling us when we have places to be. And he, like, basically shoves you guys up the
Yep,
street.
let's go.
So that happened.
Going.
So you guys leave Candle Lane, and like
Note to self: find small pupper.
yes. So you guys leave the area. You go back, and he takes you all the way to the main street. He takes you to the way of the dragon. He takes you all the way to the end, and then under the streetlights, under the crowd, because it's still only like 10 o'clock. Like there's still people out. Like
Yeah, there's late shift.
he like gets you all under a streetlight, and he turns to Connie, and the first thing he says is, "Are you actually bleeding?"
A bit, but not nearly as bad.
All right. What didn't you want them to see?
Well,
Oh, Lawrence would probably look at Never.
I was going to say,
back-
Brent
like-
would turn to Lawrence and be like, is he safe to trust or something like that?
And Lawrence would look at Neverember and actually, give a little bit of a nod to Braden, like, yeah, I think we're good.
Connie's gonna go with her gut and just glance around, make sure no one's looking at her, and just very quietly pull up the top of her hood so we can see her horns.
Okay. So Connie, you take 66 points of slashing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
roll initiative.
That's dark.
I'm not that mean. I mean, I am, but so okay. I will say this is not what he was expecting. So I'm gonna make a wisdom save. I'm gonna see charisma save, because he's got to save face, right? So charisma save. So let's see how Rainier feels about being confirmed. Okay, So he nods, and he says, I thought I recognized that rapier. ...
What?
Lawrence's eyebrows are both like, wait a minute.
And I think, like, when you put your hood back down, like, completely stone-faced, Rainier says, you have your father's eyes.
Oh.
Knew it.
Oh, you know our father then?
Not well.
Good.
She legit smirks at that.
I take it all of you is... he means Connie. He means, like, you're, like, you don't just have horns. Like, you've got, like, skin and stuff. Like,
Nod, nod.
Mm-hmm.
he sighs. Right. Bit dangerous for you to be playing the hero. Might I recommend a mask?
It's at this point Connie notices her scarf fell down.
No, you got it. He means, like, an actual mask, like a superhero mask.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Maybe not like a domino mask, but
Yeah, like, might I recommend a mask?
She runs around playing the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Or perhaps
tuxedo mask, maybe.
some way to fasten your hood to... And he gestures to the top of your head, like, I'm not going to say the word.
That's a good idea. I should look into that.
Yes, you should.
Horn
In the
rings are awesome, just saying.
meantime, who among you is hurt? And he looks at Sock. Sock, now you can make that save.
Wisdom, right?
Wisdom save, yeah.
Speaking of which, now that we have a moment to breathe, can I start making medicine checks?
Yes, you can. Who is missing HP?
I am
I
missing
am.
about one.
So Brayton is, Lawrence is, Salcom is. Connie. So
Well,
yeah,
Sock seems shell-shocked, so I'm gonna start there.
okay. So make a medicine check. Salk, you can stand on your own feet, but you still feel like shit. Yeah,
Finally,
like,
a not crappy roll.
yeah, right.
You burned all your bad luck back there.
he's gonna have a scar on his midsection from the glass bomb that he ate. He's gonna have a scar on his midsection, but mostly he needs to, like, get blackout drunk or have a really good cry or do something, because he's like, you've seen this look, Connie. You've had to treat this exact thing, in fact, in Amber Ridge. Some punk-ass kid, like 10, 11 years old, goes out to go hunting or something, and they succeed, and they just stop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now, honestly, I've got this image in my head of Sokkum reaching over to the bandages on one of his arm and starts to unwrap them after Connie's done.
Well, Connie's not done, so hold that thought.
Oops. Sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, it's the exact same thing of, like, I killed a rabbit. I killed a rabbit. Like, it's that. It's an exact same thing.
Do I notice Connie catching onto it, as it were?
Oh, yeah.
He'll be fine, he just
You
needs-
have also probably treated this, Rock.
Yeah,
Because you're like the village hunter.
I think he says he'll be fine. He just needs. I
Time.
would say a safe space is something we can find here, but somewhere to just,
Time and a moment to think it over.
yeah, somewhere to not be stressed. He pats his brother on the back.
Rainier says, and he's looking at Lawrence when he says this, and this is why I left you, because my friend is still in shackles in the sewers.
In our defense, we did offer to come and help.
He
Well,
just
thank
opens
you.
his hand at Salcom, like,
And this is like the second moment, if any, that Sokkum's focused in just briefly enough to say something and then going back down
what's he
and
saying?
saying, I won't let him stay shackled.
No, I won't let him stay shackled. I appreciate, he holds his hand out to you placatingly, like, I appreciate that you want to help, all of you, but look at yourselves.
Honestly, Rockham's doing fine.
And Lawrence actually has enough guts to look Rainier up and down like, you're one to talk.
Rainier's not. That's the thing. Rainier, you didn't catch him climbing into the sewers, Treshcar. You caught him walking up the street.
Right, but he still looks like he could probably use a nap, a bite to eat, and some fresh clothes.
And
It looks like he's been a
and
prisoner
probably
for
a
3
3-hour bath.
But the thing is, he never said he wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
Fair.
You said you were going to go off and find Flume. See the difference?
Ah, okay. That was a poor choice of words on my part then.
Yep.
If you give us time to recuperate, we can join you. But I can
I
understand.
intend to give you time. However, your part in this is finished.
I beg to differ.
Make a persuasion check.
With all due respect, we were hired to do a job, so we're going to do the job.
Your children! Mind you, he's like maybe 5 years older than the oldest one of
wow.
you. Oh, wow, okay. So you say, with all due respect, he stops. I mean, he gets to say, like, but your children, and then Brayden says, I beg to differ, and he stops. He looks at Brayden. He takes a step back. He sighs. I am not your keeper, any more than you are mine. But that, he gestures at the way you came. That is Waterdeep. It won't get better.
Looks at
Suppose
Lawrence.
we ought to.
And he gestures at Salk. This? You can't do this. Not here. The city will eat you.
Lawrence is notably stone-faced because he knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Rainier.
You know exactly what he's on about.
Yeah, I know exactly. Just,
If you
oof.
were hired, if you were contracted to find Flume, then I have need of your swords. However,
Shockham, sorry.
I need to be able to rely on them.
I'm better with a bow, frankly, but I do have swords.
Shockham does something that's rather unfamiliar to Rock, and rests his whole hand on his left forearm, and he focuses in full bore.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, come on. Shockham, please work with me, my boy.
No, you don't.
Oh.
You need a long rest. You need a long rest, Salkum.
And a drink, probably.
So, Rainier says,
Is it fair to say he tries to?
all right. Where are you staying? Yeah,
Hello?
you can
Oh,
try to,
you-
sure.
Hi, Piers.
Hi, Pierce.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Nightfall.
We'll catch you up in
Where's
just a
the man
second.
who's
There's a
right?
bit of an emotional scene
Longer
going on.
Yeah.
We'll catch you up in just a second.
Okay.
So Rainier says, where are you staying?
They're all at the yawning portal.
And you?
I've got
That
more.
Alright. The portal then. Go, drink, recuperate, and rest. If Loon has survived 3 days, he can survive the 4th.
I hope you're right.
He holds up a finger. I'm going to do some reconnaissance. If I do not join you at breakfast, follow the trail that you heard from them. In the sewers, follow the yellow markings. Remember? If I am
Understood.
not there at breakfast, you will need to save us both.
Noted.
Got it.
And,
Volo put his faith in you. I am doing the same. He reaches into his shirt and he pulls out a gold ring from around his neck. He takes the cord off. Not Pierce, you're echoing really bad, bro.
Pierce, you got, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on push to talk. Give me a moment.
And go. He takes a gold signet ring from around his neck. He takes it off the cord and he holds it out to Brayden, of all people.
I'll put my hand out for him to set it in it.
Yeah, he sets it down. It's a signet ring. It's a signet ring. And he says,
Right.
I don't have many friends in Waterdeep. However, to the right person if something happens to me. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. As for your sword, Mr. Parnassus, I have need of it tonight. You'll either get it back at breakfast or from my cell.
You know what? Keep it. I can always make more.
What kind of sword does Lawrence have?
A
If
short
I can
sword.
tell.
He gave him a short sword.
I have a spare if you need it.
I wouldn't be against it.
If you do meet up with us again, I'll be wanting it back. and
Is
he
it medium or
unsheaths one of
large?
them. I haven't enlarged these.
He can't take it. He can't use it. So you hold it out, and he looks at it and says, "That's a bit large for me."
I haven't enlarged them.
Oh! Sorry.
The only thing I've largened is the longbow.
Okay. So he takes it, he nods. He says, "Thank you."
Mhm.
Breakfast. First light. All of
Breakfast.
you.
We'll see you there.
Anybody who wants to can make an insight check. However, not all of you can make an insight check.
I would want.
I
I
would
want
like
to make
to
an
make
insight check not for what he's going to do,
Can't.
but to see if I can trust that he's gonna.
Okay,
not
Rock
screw
and
us over
Connie,
something.
insight check.
Braden's a bit occupied looking over the ring and putting it on, seeing
Yeah.
how it looks.
The ring is
only reason I
way
asked that
too
is
big
'cause-
for you. No, sorry.
The only reason I
No, you're a
asked-
half orc. I'm a dingus. The ring is way too small for you. Sorry.
Uh,
The only reason I ask about the betrayal thing is the only reason I ask about betrayal thing is because he knows what Connie is now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you both rolled high enough. Brightwind, or
Mhm.
sorry, Rockham, you have seen this look only on your father's face. Connie, you have seen this look on the face of the men who came back from war. He's thinking about his death. And there's something he's not telling you. It's like there's a weight on it. There's a weight on him.
In that case, I'm gonna pull out one of my vials,
Okay.
and it's a small vial of acid. I'm gonna say, in case you need to melt through something.
He holds his hand out to you. He says, "I haven't got bags to spare, my friend."
It's
thank
a
you.
small vial, but
He doesn't have any pockets. His clothes
He
are
was,
fucked up.
he was storing his knives by stabbing them through his pants.
Yeah, like he
oh,
doesn't
in
have.
that case, I'll give him one of my. When I gave him the sword, I would have given him the sheath with it. Then, in that case,
I mean, that's fine, but he doesn't. He doesn't have a belt to put it on.
I thought it had its own little belt thing. But...
No, it clips to your belt.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, just sword, I suppose. You sure you don't want us to get you some clothes before this?
I intend to do that, and some armor, but I must move quickly, especially if
Fair
I
enough.
have a breakfast date. Yeah, Connie, like, the more he talks, Connie, the more you're like, this is deeper. There's something. He knows something. Like, this is not just going to rescue his friend.
Hey, Amber.
He doesn't respond to that name.
I said it because I couldn't remember the full name.
His name is Rainier, or Lord Neverember, either way.
Never remember. Rainier.
He turns and he nods at you.
You need to be your hero, but don't be a martyr, okay? Come back tomorrow.
He sighs. Were that it was so simple.
I'm
Are you
holding you to that.
He stops. He says, "May I ask you something that might be a bit improper?
Go ahead.
Are you a healer?
Yes, actually.
I understand that your comrades are bleeding in the street, but can you spare a few choice words for someone about to go into the lion's den?"
I'll see what I can do.
You want to heal him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, he
I'll
needs
give
it.
him a good old
This isn't making a lot of sound, is it?
Yes, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll mute while I do this.
I'm cool.
I forget. Was there a limit to how long good berries last?
Yes, 24 hours. They fade after 24 hours.
Alright.
Well,
I think
that's-
she's...
Do you not know, like, healing touch?
No, I do. I was just thinking he can have some now and save some for later if he needs it.
Well, it could revive Floon if Floon is
Yeah.
unconscious.
Yeah, I'll give him some good berries.
How many?
Eat one of these. It should perk you up a little bit. I'd save at least a few for when you get.
Do you cast it in front of him, or do you already have them?
Um,
I think you already had some, didn't you?
no, I haven't cast it yet today. So
So you cast it in front of him? Okay. How many do you give him?
let me check how many I can make.
It makes 10, I think.
Okay.
If it makes less than 10, I'll say you make 10 for this time. That's fine.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay.
Unless any of the party objects, she'll just give them all to.
You give him all 10.
Actually, I think she'll give them all to him. It's
Okay.
just 1 hit point.
He can't carry all 10.
Right.
I have a thought before you cancel it.
What's up?
I only have 10 coppers. I'll just take my coin pouch, empty the 10 copper to my hand, and hand the pouch to Connie.
There you go.
I'll just put the 10 copper somewhere in my bag. I don't really care
So
where.
so you say like these will help you, and he like dumps the berries in the bag, and he smiles and he says, "Ah, druid."
Nod, nod.
He looks at Parnassus. He says, "Your friends are full of surprises, Mr. Parnassus."
Wouldn't be where I am and who I am without him.
He takes the bag and he nods. He says, "I'll hopefully get this back to you soon. Thank you." And he, like,
Don't forget to save some for when you get there.
He reaches into the bag and he pulls out a handful and just stuffs them into his mouth.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
Like
And-
Should help with the whole not eating for 3 days thing too.
like that, and he's hurt. Like yeah, so he like
Yeah.
takes the bag, takes the swords, and nods, and yeah, he turns and like runs off up the street.
At any point, could I have locked eyes with Brayden?
Yeah, wouldn't he?
I just want to, like, during the conversation, just Brayden glance to this guy and be like, I'm trying to get the hint, like, if you want to follow him, now's your chance.
Brayden, do you
Because I
want to
know he
follow
does the
Rainier?
whole quiet thing.
I'll follow him for a bit.
How much HP do you have, Brayden?
I have 14.
Out of
15.
okay. So make a stealth test. You are not being directly observed, so you have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
The usual.
So like a fucking
Brayden play the sneaky
character,
boy?
like a character from an MMO. There's just a slight downward scale, and he's just gone. He's just gone. I legitimately don't think any of you could roll perception high enough to see him leave. Like,
Nice.
Who's blowing up
Blink and it
the-
disappears.
damn. It's Brayden. When Delta laughs,
I'll
it blows
give-
out his mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, how it goes.
Alright. And yeah, I'm gonna head back to the yawning portal.
Okay, so
with
Brayden,
Bradley
we'll catch up
talking.
with you in a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the rest.
So on the
That's
way
fun.
back to the portal, Nightfall, welcome to the show.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Where the hello everyone.
Hi,
Good to have you, man.
Connie, catch your boyfriend up.
Just looks to Connie.
Okay, so in the aftermath of...
So hang on. You didn't poof. You've been here the whole time, Pierce.
Oh,
Go.
Right, so in the aftermath of Sock killing a dude, Sock went into shell shock. The party split up, ran into some guards. Really tense scene, trying to weasel our way out of dealing with the guards. Rainier Neverember saved our ass in that regard. Connie almost got caught as being a tiefling, and then admitted to being a tiefling to Neverember, who was surprisingly chill about it. And now the plan is he's going to go, not stake out, but like
Scout.
scout the place where we think they're holding Floon, and he's going to meet up with us at the yawning portal tomorrow morning to go as a group and deal with all the nonsense there.
And if he isn't there, we have to assume he's captured.
Correct. And go
Or
rescue
dead.
him
So
along with Floon.
So unless you want to do something, Pierce, you guys can make it back to the yawning portal without incident, minus Brayden.
Oh yeah, and Brayden.
I have nothing really to do
Okay.
except reorient myself because I have no idea. I have Yeah.
So, is there anything you guys want to do in the yawning portal aside from a montage of having some drinks and then falling into your respective rooms?
I want to
Connie's
make
gonna
sure
continue to patch people up and then take a long hot bath.
Okay.
I want
mean,
to have. Good.
You know,
Go ahead.
Lawrence is gonna give Durnan another 10 gold, just as gratitude.
Okay, I was gonna say, Connie, you have to pay for a bath, but never mind.
What I wanted to ask.
Oh, Connie would have covered it. How much is it?
It's sorted,
Yeah.
How much would it have been?
like 5 silver.
This is more. Thanks for putting up with our bullshit. This is probably gonna be more.
I want to see if he has some sort of drink that'll help someone fall asleep.
Yes.
You know, take the edge
so-
off.
Uh,
Well, Durnan will not specifically give you that, but Bonnie will.
There we go. Because I just want to, like, I'll let Sock have a few drinks and, you know, get into
Well-
that state, and then I want to
Oh,
give him
wait,
that so
okay.
he
Oh,
sleeps.
I thought you meant like chamomile tea. You want to dope him?
Oh dear.
Closer to
Sockum-
chamomile.
Because
Closer to chamomile.
if you want to dope him, that's something that can happen.
If it's chamomile you wanted, you could probably.
I want to make sure he doesn't, like, stay up all night screaming, kind of a deal. I sort of give him something to make him drowsy.
Do you tell him you're giving him something, or do you dope him?
I dope him. That's
You dope
fair.
him. Okay. So
'Cause he's gonna say
If
no.
it's chamomile you wanted, you could probably poke Connie's.
He's gonna be
armpit.
pissed.
oh yeah, he's
That
gonna be
doesn't matter
pissed,
right
and the
You
but
need sleep.
You drugged me.
I mean,
for your
like
good.
Gamzee. Here's the situation: either Salkum is gonna be pissed, or Salkum is gonna lose a point of wisdom.
Oh jeez.
Your choice.
Oof. Sock would be mad about it when he came back.
Okay. Do you want to lose a
It's
point of
for your
wisdom
own good.
instead? Because like you're shaking, dog.
Well, no, Sock would be upset about it, but he would understand.
I'm saying, Guy Gamzee, you have a choice because it's your character. You could say, "I don't want you to drug Salk." Cool.
Oh.
Everybody at the table will respect that.
Yeah,
However,
that's fair.
you will lose a point of wisdom because of this damage.
Okay, I was misstating what I was saying. I'm fine with it,
Cool.
but Sock isn't gonna be happy.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll
So,
deal with that in the
yeah.
morning.
So I think you're like, hey, can I have something to help me sleep or help my friend sleep? Do you tell Durnan what happened?
I'll say he's been through a lot tonight.
Is this before or after he cleans up?
This is probably a few drinks in, so
I need to know if he
I
looks
don't
like.
really
I
know.
need to know if he looks like shit.
when does he go to clean up? I guess
Does he?
that's a question for Gamzee.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
He definitely would have. Yeah.
Before or after he was drinking?
Probably before.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah.
Make a persuasion check, Rockham.
Okay.
Would-
Persuasion.
Would
Huh?
Sockum have gotten around to taking the bandages off?
Probably.
Then this
Okay.
this whole time his
Inspiration?
Yeah, totally.
his runes have been on full display.
Nice.
His name in giant.
So
And he's been rubbing his left arm nonstop over that spot.
Rock, you're giving a vial of poison.
Poison.
It's not gonna kill him.
Okay. I
But
won't
it'll-
use a lot of it. I just want enough to help him sleep.
Yeah,
It's the
it'll.
difference between poison and medicine.
Durnan basically says like
Pretty
pour
much the same thing in the wrong doses.
pour half of this in his drink and he'll be out all night.
Okay, then yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Make a
I'll let
sleight
him
of
get a few drinks in. But
make a sleight of hand check. You have advantage because you're waiting for Shark to get drunk.
God,
Wow.
I'm getting roofied.
Wow. Okay.
I'm getting roofied by my brother.
Yes, you're getting
There you go.
roofied by your brother. That's exactly right. Make a
For your own good.
Make a Constitution
There's-
saving throw. You have disadvantage because of Salkum's roll.
There's a
Yeah.
website. There's a website for this sort of stuff.
it's called Reddit.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So
Damn dark.
Salk,
Hmm.
just describe for us what happens after about the third drink. You're just not falling deep enough into the blackout pit that you want. Describe to us the 12 seconds before your head hits the table.
Sockum's there, really not there, but more there than he was. It's the lights are on and someone is probably home.
Okay.
He puts his cup down and starts going in with, you know, it wasn't the fact I killed him, it was...
Okay. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Take inspiration, Gams, if you don't have it already.
That was really well done.
And for the record, I will carry him to his room.
Okay. So,
Put him on his side.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good plan.
Okay.
Which, if these are oak tables, this would have been one hell of a hearty thump.
Oh yeah, no. Like
I mean,
there's an indent in the table now. Like, yeah. So
I mean,
Am I gonna have to
for what
do
it's worth, the Yawning Portal is the kind of place where, you know, all the tables are oak, and they're lacquered enough they can probably deflect a hand axe
yes. However,
most of the time.
yes, exactly. So I actually have a special song for this. Believe it or not, I have Braden's theme.
Shit.
This is a sneaking mission.
Oh shit!
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fade out on the tavern,
I
and
was waiting for
Over
this to
here.
kick in.
I have some music here for Braden.
Let's go, Sly Cooper.
So Braden Coy, the sneaky boy. You are following, you're tailing Rainier Neverember through the streets. He doesn't go into the sewers immediately. You
Right.
don't have a frame of reference. Like, you could read street signs and stuff, but you don't have a frame of reference of where he's going. Like, I'm not gonna let you make a survival check, because there's no way you could possibly know.
Aye.
So eventually he goes to a guarded house, like a big mansion with an iron fence around it and guards outside. And he crosses to the other side of the street, walks to like the T intersection across from the gate, flips off the house, and then turns up the street and keeps walking. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at the house and be like, okay, so he doesn't like whoever lives in there. And keep following.
Make a perception check. The signet on the gate is the same signet as the ring that you're carrying.
Oh, that was a
Oh.
screw off, Dad.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm liking Rainier the further we go.
You're gonna continue to follow him.
Yeah.
He picks up his pace a little bit. Not like I'm running away from a tail, just like, you know how somebody quickens their steps when they turn towards home?
Yeah.
That. You continue to follow him, and he goes to like an apartment building, like a brownstone. And he takes out a key, he goes up to the door, and he puts the key in the door and he unlocks it. He pushes open the door, and he does that thing that you've seen thieves do a million times. He steps in with his hand on the outside door, and then goes to close it so that he nearly closes his hand in the door.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm not gonna try and go in his house.
Okay.
It's more a case of, like, wait outside for him to go in properly, then, like, look through a window, see what he's up to.
Okay. So he goes inside, you creep up to the window, you see him, like, set the swords on a chair. The place has got, like, drop cloths all over it, it's, like, really dusty. Imagine, like, the interior of one of the condemned houses in Dishonored.
Aye.
Like that. He sets some of the swords down. You see him, like, start to, like, take his clothes off, basically.
Ooh, we got a peeper.
And if you continue watching, he like disappears into a room that you can't see what it is, but it's probably a privy. And he comes back out. He's got like bandages around his midsection. His hair is clean, etc. It takes him like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he goes over to like a steamer trunk, like a traveler steamer trunk. He pulls it out from under a drop cloth and he opens it up, and there's some clothes in it, but it's not like finery. Like, Rainier Neverember is a rich kid. But this outfit is not like a doublet. It's like what you wear. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, he's a thief. I mean, it's like working clothes.
Yeah.
He's got like well woven, like they're well made, but they're still like working costume.
Right.
He's got like well woven, like thick breeches, and like a pirate's like loose colored shirt. And then he puts on
Isn't
like a
that-
leather vest over that, like an armored leather vest over that.
Isn't that just a blouse?
What? What?
Sorry, the pirate thing has me thinking.
If you're going to say it, say it.
Isn't that just a blouse?
Yes, I couldn't think of the word. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And he puts like the swords on like a proper sword belt. Obviously the sheath doesn't fit, but he like fits them through the loops. Puts the dagger in the middle of the belt. You see him like pull on some like boots. He wasn't wearing boots before. He pulls on some boots. And ties his hair back. And then when he ties his hair back, I'm gonna make a perception check to see if he sees your reflection in the window. Can you make another stealth check for me?
Right.
Ooh, you're a lucky boy. So you see him like he pauses and he turns his head towards the window a little bit with like his hands up at the back of his head to tie his hair back.
Mhm.
And like glance at the window, you like duck back a little bit, and he like finishes. And he stands up and he starts walking back towards the door.
Aye, I'll let Doc go in the corner and wait for
And he
him to
ducks
come
around the corner. He comes out again, and he like looks up and down the street, and you hear him sigh. And he like he starts walking down the street again. He does not go back towards the fancy house.
Okay. I'll give him like a couple of seconds and then continue.
Okay, you follow after him. He's like he seems to know where he's going, which is disturbing. But he goes to an alleyway. You will need to find this alleyway again, so make a survival check for me.
Right.
Do you have inspiration?
I do.
You want to use it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the last time I'm going to prompt you.
Okay.
So, uncheck it. Anybody who used their inspiration, uncheck it. So, you can find this alleyway by retracing Rainier's steps. You can't find this alleyway on a map. So if Lawrence pulls out a map and is like, where did he go? Your response is, or fuck if I know.
Alright.
The response
Fuck,
is, let me show you.
He pulls the like sewer grate aside. He's got like one of those. I don't know what they're called. It's not a crowbar specifically, but it's the thing that latches onto the top of the grate and you drag it off.
Oh, I know what that is.
The weird hook thingy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like a crowbar, but it's thinner.
I'm pretty sure it's called a great lift.
Okay.
Yeah.
He pulls one. He
G-R-A-T-E.
pulls the thing off, and he just starts climbing down into the sewer. And he keeps the lid off of the sewer grate. And he just starts climbing down. The smell is awful.
Can I get a proficiency in great lift, like a great hammer?
No, because a great lift is the only way into Thousand Needles. Anyway, what do you do, Brayden?
Confused now.
Just, I'll wait for him to go down, and it's like to himself, it's like he's a shit. He said he would wait. Like
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He said he was going to scout.
Yeah.
Alright, it'll be like okay. Oh, I guess I'm following him and like slide down the ladder.
Okay.
Wow, that would be a
Yes.
really inconvenient tool to carry around.
Now, things just got worse.
Yes.
Is this screen dark for you?
Very.
Okay, good. Boop-a-doo. Brayden, where are you? You're at the top because you're a player character. Derp. Pop. Can you see, Brayden?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not quite here yet. I'm gonna put Rainier on the map. Rainier's here. You're not here. This is not where you are. This is just you start making your way through the sewer tunnels. I'm trying to figure out where the start is. I think the start is here.
Wow.
So you're not that close, Rainier. Like, you're hanging back. Rainier doesn't seem to know where he's going. He's just following yellow markings on the walls every so often. He does, however, seem to know what to look for. I'm gonna make a stealth check for our boy. Ooh. Okay, so Rainier is doing everything wrong. He's sneaking like someone who reads a lot of dime store novels thinks sneaking is, not what actual sneaking is. Like, he knows how to handle a sword. It's not like he's a complete amateur. It's just sneaking is not his thing.
Yeah. So as he's
Bravado
doing,
does not muffle your sound.
No,
Exactly.
What? No, stop. Come on.
What do you do? What do you do?
He's gonna get himself killed.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
If I just come up to him and tap him on the shoulder, I'm gonna get a swift knife to the face.
I mean, he might not hit your armor class.
That as well.
You want to do that?
I'll come up behind him and be like, and I'll like tap his shoulder, but
Okay.
like brace for him to swing around to hit me so I can like catch his arm.
Make a stealth check, not to sneak up on Rainier, but just to stay hidden down here. Okay. Keep that number in mind.
Right.
So you tap him, and yeah, so you're expecting him to like turn around and punch, right? Okay. What's your armor class?
Well, maybe
What-
not turn around and punch, but like the way someone can like swing around to like back with fist.
Aye. What's your armor class?
Armor class is 15.
15? Okay. You take 2 points of damage. He got a crit, but it's an unarmed attack. He just throws his elbow back into your stomach with his like full weight. And then like you get hit. He crit you. You double over. Wind goes out of you. And next thing you know, he's got his hand around your throat, and his other hand is going for his sword.
It's like I'll put an arm on his shoulders, be like stop, hold on.
Like, he can't see. He doesn't have a light source. You have to like identify yourself. You have about a second before he stabs you.
Wait, stop, it's Braden, give it, just don't
Okay,
stab me.
it's Braden. So he's choking you, but you get out. It's Braden. He stops. He lets go of your. He says, you can see him clearly. He can't see you.
Yeah.
And he smiles and he says, "You listen about as well as I do."
Well, yeah, but if you keep going the way you're going to get yourself killed. As I get
I
let
have
back
to
up
get Floon
after
out of
being
here.
hit.
You don't know what the Xanathar are capable of.
Well, if they're anything as bad as you seem to think they are, then if you keep continuing, they're going to probably do worse.
He sighs and he's about to say something, and you hear, like, heavy plated footsteps coming towards you. Can you see that?
I'll like grab.
Can you see that?
No, give me a second.
Can you see past Rainier?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So you see like a hulking shape coming like up the causeway towards you. What do you do?
I'll grab like Rainier's shirt and say we need to leave now, and like pull him to get.
Okay, he doesn't go. Like he heard the thing and he like resists you, like pushes you back, and you see him like draw one of his swords. Get out of here.
You as well.
I haven't found Floon.
And if you give us, like, a couple of hours, we can all come down here to find him.
Okay. We're gonna roll initiative.
Right.
Because I need to know what order this happens in. That's why.
Because we're in a tight sewer, we can't exactly both attack this thing at the same time.
Well, that, but... Like, yeah. Well, there's a little bit more than that, but yeah, that's part of it.
So, initiative.
Yes. Just click on your token. There you go. Okay. So, you get to go first, but Rainier has his feet planted, and he's not going to get to go until last. So even if you grab him and pull him, the thing behind him is going to get to go first.
Aye.
What do you want to do?
I don't even know what that is.
You can check.
I'd like to check what it is.
Make a perception check. It's as part of your movement. It won't cost an action.
Right.
In the gloom, let's see if you can see the thing. Because this thing can see...
Perception.
See, fine. This thing can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't roll great. However, I'll tell you this. It's a big humanoid in metal armor.
Aye.
What do you want to do?
Turn back to Rainier. It's like, you can't see down here. That thing's covered in plate armor. We're not going to be able to do much. We should leave, and it like switches around.
If we leave after being seen, and that reports back Floon is dead. Draws the other sword. Brayden, what do you want to do? You have an action. Come on. You can't sit here and have a conversation.
I know. Fine, we'll keep this thing quiet, and then we're going.
Okay.
And
He'll let you past him if you want to rush this thing.
I'd like to try and stealth it, but I don't think I can.
He's looking right at you.
Aye, okay.
Well, specifically, he's looking right at Rainier.
Aye. So, could I stealth around it?
There's no around. Like, it's narrow hallway.
Aye.
It
Yes.
came from around, but it came from around. You have to go past it to get to the wide spot.
Mhm.
If you had Rock with you, this thing would not be having a good day right now. But you don't.
Do you have anything you can toss?
I've got a hand crossbow that I can use.
You want to pull out your hand crossbow and shoot him, you can.
Aye.
That'd be loud.
No, it wouldn't. It's a crossbow. What are you talking about?
What about the plang?
What about the twang? There's running water in the sewer.
Oh, okay.
Not super loud.
It's not a hand cannon.
Yeah, it's a crossbow, guys. There'd be a sound, but sewers make noise. So go ahead and make a hand crossbow attack. Rainier will duck down and let you shoot.
Aye.
Does not hit.
If only he had a crossbow, you could do that thing where one ducks down while the other volleys.
The thing runs up to Rainier. Smash, 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 like plated boots thumping through the water. And he gives out like a battle cry. Just roar! And he's gonna make 2 attacks with his great axe.
Cool.
Crime and Nitley. Okay. The second attack misses, which is good. However, the first attack hits him for 13 points of damage.
Oy.
And he made a lot of noise. Rainier's turn. Rainier, like, you saw him just get struck down with a great axe. Like, Rainier's, like, falls back into you. His, like, chest is bleeding. His armor is fucked up. Grunts. He looks back at you. And you see him, like, set his jaw. And the same look that he had on the street, he has now. And he, like, pushes himself up and runs at this guy. And he's gonna make 3 attacks with his short swords that he got from Trisker. All 3 hit, shockingly enough, for 15 damage total. So not bad. He heard it.
Yep.
It's your turn, Braden. Rainier is trying not to make any noise, but this thing is making a shit ton of noise.
Aye, so we can get it done quickly. I'm going to go at it with my rapier.
Is he gonna like push past him, kind of stab him with the rapier?
Yeah.
You'll have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Yes.
Okay. So he looks at the two of you. Rainier like pushes you back really quickly. The thing's going to attack twice with its great axe. Hits. Second attack. Might
If
hit.
Rainier falls, I'm out.
Okay, so 7 damage on Rainier for the second attack action. Okay, Rainier's still up, but he's not happy.
Uh-huh.
I think...
Let...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's not my turn, sorry.
Okay. And then Rainier is going to attack 3 times. For 7 total. And now it's your turn.
I was going to pass...
Rainier's losing.
Yeah. I was going to pass my potion of healing.
You want to use your action to hand him a potion?
Aye.
Okay.
Can I use that as a... Like,
You can't give it to him
action?
unless he's down, but you can hold it out for him to take.
right.
But there's a chance that this thing will smash it,
Yeah.
because it will go first.
Right, I'll...
You
wait on
could
that
also, like, you could also try to wrestle Rainier and, like, grab him and run.
then. I ain't exactly strong, though.
I mean, like, those are your... Or you could leave him. You could leave him.
Aye. No, I'm going to stick with him and... Please, fuck that I can't do it.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Rapier again.
Okay, disadvantage. Nope.
Oh, come on. This is not going well.
No, it's not. 2 great axe attacks. Ooh, Rainier. Son. It's another 14 points of damage. Rainier's going to attack. I think at this point, Rainier has been disarmed. And he keeps getting these big, massive great axe hits. And, like, he's not a PC. Like, he's not you guys. So I think narratively, he's been disarmed. And, like, that last attack just, like, hits him with the haft of the great axe. And just, like, falls to his knees. You can take 1 action before this thing either... And if you run, you won't know. Either knocks him out or brings the axe down into his head.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
If you abandon him, he'll have a bone to pick. If he
Yeah.
survives.
What do you want to do? Do you have
I'm looking to
inspiration?
see if...
Do Do you have inspiration?
No, I used it.
I was gonna say, if you had inspiration, I could give you a hint.
One action before it does it.
Yep.
I guess I can try and like grab him and run.
I'm gonna try to grab Rainier and like pull him back and run for it.
Aye.
You will. Okay, so just to clarify, you will leave Lawrence and Rockham's sword in the sewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rather
it-
a sword than a life.
I mean,
Making
they're
a-
not super special. They're just short swords.
Make an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Rainier's not going to resist. Okay. Okay.
Athletics I can do.
Yeah. So you grab him like around the midsection. You roll backwards. The axe comes down, like splits, like because you had to like roll as well. So the great axe like splits between your feet, smashes into the stone. Rainier's like coughing as you come up, and like I don't even think you talk. I think you both just start running.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Follow the yellow markers back to the exit.
That's fine. Where do you go?
Cover the exit and back to the yawning portal.
Okay, so you're going back to the yawning portal. Okay.
Yes.
That was my question. So, the rest of you... Brayden has been gone a while. At what point do you either start to get worried about Brayden or go to bed, assuming that he's fine?
I mean,
I'm
Lawrence
dealing with Drunko,
and-
so
it would
Drunko is
probably
unconscious. He's in
be-
bed.
How long?
Yeah.
How long is it actually?
How long has it been? Well, that
Like-
depends. Like, the question on the table is how long do you wait before something happens? If you wait less time than it has been, then I will tell you. I just need a baseline.
once I
An
put
hour?
Sockham in his bed, I'm gonna be up there with him and I'll just sleep.
Okay, so
Somewhere else
the twins are in their room. Connie, Pierce, and Lawrence, where are you?
Lawrence would be near the door. You know,
So you're in the
Have it.
portal.
yeah.
Pierce and Connie.
Um,
I assume I know where you two are, but TOS?
Being the lovebirds they are.
Giggity.
Yeah,
Giggity.
like you guys have been apart for a year, I would imagine.
on one hand, that makes sense. On the other hand, Nightfall's not here to contradict.
Okay. However, comma, teenagers.
However, worry.
Like, we don't have to go into details, I just need to know if that's where you want Connie to be.
I mean, Connie would be down for that.
Cool. Boom. So Lawrence, like, so everybody is retired to their room except Lawrence, who is worried about Brayden, I assume.
Oh yeah. At this point, it's like he's not back yet. He should have been back by now.
Well, no, it's only no. Hang on. You said you were waiting an hour.
Well, yeah, but
I didn't tell you how long it's been.
I mean, there's also the fact that Lawrence knows what Waterdeep is like.
True.
yeah. And it's the fact
So-
that
so
you know,
you're
it's
sitting up for an
Braden's
hour.
good.
So
but-
you're sitting up for an hour, is what I heard.
Yeah.
How? What happens after that hour? Don't give me any details. Just what happens after that hour.
Getting progressively more worried.
So you sit up for more than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long do you sit up before you do something else?
Another hour.
2 hours, and then what?
And at that point, he'd probably go and check on everyone else.
Okay. So you're
And
making
see if-
okay. So about an hour and a half. So you're starting to get antsy.
Yeah.
So around midnight, you
Yeah,
hear
it's pushing it.
you're upstairs in the yawning portal near the door. You said
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
hear from down below the barkeep like there's not a lot of people in here, but it's still the portal. It's still pretty busy.
Yeah.
You hear the barman say, "Last call."
Last call for alcohol.
At that point, you do finish your whiskey or beer.
Yep.
But, you know, Lawrence would get up. He'd go down to sell the tab.
You already did that.
Well, then again, he's probably
you already did that.
Yeah. Well, sell's a new tab, but again, probably already sorted with how much gold I've been throwing.
Oh yeah,
during.
absolutely. You're totally sorted.
Probably for the next couple days.
So
At that point, it would be, find Connie, Pierce, and the twins, and tell them.
So you go to get up and check on the
Brayden isn't
others.
back yet.
You go to get up and check on the others. There's a bunch of people leaving the portal, and as you turn, you see someone come into the portal. And you look, and it's Brayden, covered head to toe in muck, and he's like got
He probably stinks to high heaven.
He stinks to high hell. He's got a red-haired figure in armor draped over his shoulder, like half dragging him. And,
I mean, at that point, it would be Brayden's in trouble. Gotta help whoever he.
Yeah, so you run over, and yeah, Rainer's unconscious. He's got a chest wound. Like,
Shit.
what do you do?
Call for help.
From who? Like from the bar? There's adventurers here, sure.
Yeah, just like, hey, can I get a hand over
Yeah,
here?
so we get a montage of many hands getting Rainer and Everember down to the bar, like lay him out on a table. Somebody, like some cleric, like cast a heal on him.
How many hands actually go to lay on hands?
Right, exactly.
A lot.
Quite
a few considering its last call.
He stirs and he like sits up. There's some relief. People start to disperse. And then the woman from the bar fight, the half orc, she's like in the crowd. She appears at your shoulder, Lawrence. Rainer's like setting up, and she says, "What happened?" And he says, he looks at Brayden, like rolls his eyes, trying to get his head back. He says, "Orc in the Xanth." She like swears, and she turns to go, and Durnan says, "Yagra, it's not your contract." She stops, and he turns to you, Lawrence, and he says, "Extra guards."
Great. Just what we need. All right.
And I think at this point, Rainier's like getting his head back, and he looks at you, and he looks at Brayden, and he says, "Breakfast already?"
You're a little early for that. What happened
Where's the others?
precisely?
What do you think happened? He tried to go save Floon on his own.
Upstairs
I
and
tried
around.
to scout.
There-
I told you I was going to scout.
You
You
said
apparently
were going to
failed
scout
miserably, judging by your arm.
I wasn't expecting a blackguard, were you?
Is that what that thing was?
Apparently.
Right. We're going to have to deal with this in the morning, aren't we?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
And he turns to Brayden, and he says, "Point of fact, probably related to you."
He takes a deep breath and it's like, I doubt it.
I don't mean literally. Like, have you ever seen a full-blooded orc, Brayden?
Probably that once
we-
when we were kids.
That
Yeah,
was
that
that
one
was a
time-
half orc. That was a half
Was
orc.
it? Okay,
Was it?
probably not then.
Okay, that thing that you fought was a full-blooded orc.
Aye.
And so Rainier like gets off the table and he says, "Where are the others, Parnassus?"
Upstairs and around. The twins are, looking after each other at this point. Connie and Pierce are around here somewhere. Just waiting for Brayden, and then you stagger. too.
Right. Fed. We'll discuss things
Fed.
over breakfast.
Yeah.
And preferably a bath. He like, looks at
Agreed.
himself.
And he turns.
Before
Durnan,
you go.
he's not leaving. He turns and says, "Durnan, is my money still good?" Durnan like waves him off. He says, "I'll need the best suite you have for my friend here. My usual room, 2 hot baths." Durnan nods, and you see like a couple of the waitstaff head upstairs. And he gives you the like pirate bro nod, Brayden.
Oh, jeez.
I'd date back.
He said, "Go ahead, Lawrence."
And, if, Lawrence would look Rainier over and at least let me fix this. And
Make a
I'll actually
medicine check.
cast.
Make a medicine check.
Well, no, I was gonna cast mending on his gear.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Okay.
medicine for items?
No,
Well, I guess you
no.
are a blacksmith, so you're like an object.
It's not to fix
It's
the
a-
items. It's
No,
not.
it's a cantrip.
It's not to fix the items. It's to notice Rainier.
Oh, okay.
Let the GM guide you guys.
Sorry, I was completely missing.
Right into a trap.
It makes
Yeah,
sense to me,
not to
but
the
in
spike
wrong.
trap, please.
Okay. Yeah. You want to cast Mending on his armor? That's awesome. He's got to take it off first. The cantrip says it's unattended.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I completely missed that.
But looking him over to like assess the damage from your job,
Mm-hmm.
you are a blacksmith.
Yeah.
However, Waterdeep is not currently at war. So you don't do a lot of battle damage. That being
Sure.
said, a very large bladed weapon embedded itself in Rainier's chest more than once.
So I'm probably familiar with more than a few axes, but axes being used in this way, not so much.
Whatever a blackguard is, that's not a word that you know off your head, fucked Rainier never ever up.
Oh boy.
So he says, I'll have a bath, and I will leave my equipment in your capable hands, Parnassus. I'm afraid your sword is lost.
No worries. I can always get more. I can always make more.
It was either lose the sword or lose Rainier here.
Yeah.
He claps you on the shoulder, Braid,
No.
and he says, my friend, the best suite in the portal is yours. Drink, eat, bathe, rest. On my tab. Order a massage. I don't care. My father will cover the money. I am going to sleep. And if the gods are merciful, we'll find Floon alive.
Lawrence would actually look at Braden and say, someone made an impression.
What can I say? I'm good at sneaking.
He starts to walk away, and as he's leaving, he says, yes, he didn't call me a fucker to my face.
Lawrence would actually like this because, he'll at least own the fact that he
So,
had,
yeah, so
he had Rainier pegged wrong.
Rainier leaves, and Yagura looks at you like, did you really call him a fucker?
And Lawrence would actually nod, just like, a rhino. Yeah.
So, we cut to the next day. Before we do
long rest.
long rest, so we'll talk about how a long rest works in just a second. Did Pierce say where he was?
He's not coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know why?
Yeah, he's in a bad way right now.
Got it. Thank you, guys. Okay, so we have some new players who may not know what a long rest is. I do long rest a little bit differently. Per the rules as written, a long rest is you get all your hit points back and half your wagered hit dice back. I don't do it that way. I do it, you get your hit dice back, you roll all of your hit dice for free, and that's how much you heal.
Nice.
So, no, not nice, because you might not get full health.
Well, yeah, but every little bit helps.
True. So, you guys go to sleep, you level up, you guys are now level 3. Has everybody leveled up already?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Does everybody
He told
know
us not to until we got a
Well,
long
no,
rest.
but I mean, like, are you ready, is what I meant.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
we
I know
can't
what I'm
level
going
up,
to
we
take.
haven't done it yet.
Like, it
So let me
shouldn't,
get the.
it shouldn't
I
take you
agree.
long to level up, is my point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me get this straight real quick.
Yes?
You can roll whatever hit dice you have left, and then you get your max for free,
No.
or max
No.
number of hit.
Your hit dice regenerate, so you get all your hit dice back.
Okay.
Then they get a pally bubble, and you can roll them for free without spending them.
Gotcha.
And you get that much
Cool.
HP.
Okay.
But I'm already at full because of Connie earlier, yeah?
Then you're fine.
Okay.
No, Connie didn't heal you.
Oh,
Connie checked your wound. She didn't cast healing on you.
okay.
Sorry.
My bad.
So while you guys are rolling hit dice, let's talk about your HP for leveling up.
I don't understand.
What?
I didn't understand how you're explaining that. I'm a little slow.
Okay. On a short rest, you have a certain number of hit dice that you can wager to heal. We talked about that last session, remember?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. For a long rest, a sequence of events happens in a very specific order.
Okay.
First, you get your spent hit dice back. Okay?
Okay.
Then, all of your hit dice become invulnerable for one roll, and you roll all of them, and you heal that much.
Okay. How do I...
Just click hit dice.
Twice?
Well, however many you need to... roll it once, see if you need to roll more, and then roll it again.
It'll only roll one at a time anyway.
Yep. Do you need more?
No, I don't think so.
Cool,
No.
so you're good. Has everybody healed?
Yes.
I rolled exactly back to max health.
Has
So did
everybody
I.
healed? Okay. So, let me put a marker here. Now, because you leveled up, everybody has a choice. You can either do that again, and you gain that much HP, or you can take half plus 1. So if your hit die is a d6, or a d8, sorry, you could take 5. If your hit dice is a
Also
d...
plus your con mod.
Sorry? Oh yeah, plus your con mod. If your hit dice is a d12, you can take 7 plus your con mod, or you can roll. You could get 12 plus your con mod. It depends on how greedy you are.
I'm gonna roll it personally.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
But let's do it one at a time.
Oh.
Let's do it one at a time.
Yep.
So, Rock, how much HP did you gain?
I just got 4.
Cool. Out of a potential... For the new players, out of a potential...
My max potential was 12, so not very good.
And that's the danger with rolling. So, does anybody else want to roll?
I will.
No.
Okay.
Does
Lawrence?
that mean that it adds...
It adds. Yes, you're leveling up.
So roll
Okay.
once,
Yep.
take half.
No. No. You either roll and get that much, or you take your max, half it, add 1, and that's what you just get.
Ah, okay.
So I could either roll the dice and
Yeah,
get
I'll-
that, or I could take 11 since I
No.
have 20 health.
No.
No?
Half of the dice. So it's a d12, so
Oh.
you could get 7 plus
Sure,
your
okay.
con mod. Or you could roll
Okay.
and possibly get 14.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna roll 2, but I'll
Okay,
wait.
so Lawrence first,
Yeah, in that case, I'll just take the half.
which is what
Plus,
for you?
Now,
Now, hang on. Are you taking a level of fighter or a level of sorcerer?
level of fighter.
Okay, so yeah, you would take 6 plus your con mod.
Okay,
I would also like to roll.
Okay, Connie roll.
so
What's your con mod, Lawrence?
it's 2, so I'd be at 21 HP, I think.
So your HP would go up by 8.
Yeah, so 21.
Cool. Connie rolled very well. What did you get, Connie?
Got 9.
Out of a potential.
11.
So pretty good.
Dang.
Pretty good.
Well done.
Gamzee, you want to roll?
Yes. Boop. And then... Hit die class, what?
Oh, are you taking a level of barbarian or a level of bard?
Level of bard.
Okay, so click bard.
I just realized my level up might take a little longer than anticipated.
Well
Because I
done.
get second level spells now.
Well done, Gamzee.
Why would he get?
Why don't you tell people what you got, Gamzee?
I got a 10.
Out of
Nice.
I don't know.
a potential what?
I'm not sure.
It says like it's literally says it on the screen right now. Hit dice, and then there's a parenthetical math problem.
1d12 plus
No,
my...
no. On the chat log,
I'm looking at that.
bards do not use a d12
Oh, 1d8
plus,
plus 2.
which
My
is
con. 8 plus 2.
Yeah, so 8 plus 2 is what?
10.
So you got
I'm still tired.
So you got a...
I got a 10 onto my health.
out of possible...
10?
There you go.
10 out of 10.
For those of you who don't know, there's a giant green number staring at Guy Gamzee right now.
I'm assuming we get the HP we just maxed, right?
What?
I'm assuming we also get the HP we just rolled.
Yes, because you're asleep.
Aye. And I shall roll my dice.
Okay.
Gosh dang it, how do I don't know how to edit subclass.
I got 9 out of 9. Woohoo.
Nicely done.
Nice.
I'll do it for you, Gamzee. You're taking another level of Bard, you said?
Yeah.
I'll do that, no problem. Can someone remind Pierce that he needs to level up?
I will put a note back. I will put a note in the chat.
There you go, Gamzee.
Oh, that was you.
Yep,
Scared
that
the
was
crap
me.
out of me. I was about to put in Jack of all trades and you spooked the hell out of me.
I fixed it.
Thank you.
Connie, can you work on spells for the next little bit and just I leave you to that? Because I know you've made a million characters. 1 second, guys.
Yep.
And I'm unmuted on the stream, and I'm back. Okay. So,
That's us going into level 3 now, isn't it?
yep. It's 2,700 to get to the next level.
Yes.
So how exactly do we?
How
take
exactly
care
do we
of
what?
this? How exactly do we take care of this for?
So, what does a fighter level 2 give you?
Gives me action surge for one.
You get action surge.
Yeah.
What else does it give you? I believe it gives you fighting style.
No, that was level 1 actually.
Oh, what did you take for your fighting style?
Defensive.
Okay. So you get action surge. What else do you get?
That's it.
Okay. Well, then there you go. All you gotta do is put in action surge and update your HP, and you're done. Boom.
Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure if there was anything else to it.
And Gamzee forgets how spell stuff works, so I'm gonna need help with that later if we can.
No problem. Do we want to take a break? I'll run an ad. You guys can update your character sheets. We can go from there.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Aye.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Let's take a quick
Nice
break.
little intermission.
We've been going for a couple of hours. I need to get more regular breaks down anyway. So I will turn on some music, some different music, and I will give you guys some time. Now I'm going to mute the stream. Remind me to unmute the stream. Oh no, I can't because I'm going to be playing music. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave voice. Gracie, can you handle this?
On it.
Okay, I will come back in a few minutes, and you guys can handle this, and we will see you guys in chat in a moment.
Oh, Kit.
Yes.
If it's cool with you, I'm just going to include the Xanathar spells and delete them later if you're.
I'm
if
fine
you
with
mix them.
Xanathar spell. I'm fine with any official supplement.
Okay.
As long as it's not third party, you don't have to ask me.
Cool.
And I will take some third party stuff, just ask me. Cool. So, we will BRB, guys. They're going to level up, and we will see you guys in a minute to find out what they're going to do about Mr. Blagmar. BRB.
Do I...
back. Thank you guys very much for your patience. I had to get up and deal with a couple of things anyway, so we are back into the game for the moment.
Next to the
Let me
newspaper.
unmute here because people are talking. I did call for quiet on the set 2 minutes ago, guys.
Sorry.
That's right.
Hi.
Sorry, I was trying to help.
Cool. So, are you guys all sorted and leveled up and ready to go?
Not
I'm
quite.
ready.
What do you need?
I'm having a, I guess, lore-based debate with myself right now.
What's up?
So, an animal companion sounds fun, but based on the options, I don't know of how well it would do in the city, and if it'd be more trouble than it's worth.
Depends on the animal.
Well, it's listing things like a giant ape or like here's
Yeah,
the list.
exactly.
Here's the list: ape, black bear, boar, giant badger, giant weasel, mule, panther, wolf. I feel like all of those would be trouble.
It also says work with the GM and find a suitable animal
Yeah.
companion.
Hence why I'm bringing it up.
What do you want?
Like, my instinct is to have some sort of like scouting bird, but
So
I
here's
feel
the
like-
thing. Here's the thing. If you want an animal companion, I'm not going to tell you no outright.
Yeah.
However, you haven't had an animal companion up till this point.
True.
So you either have to go and get one, which could be a side quest, which could be interesting,
Mhm.
or you have to buy one, which have fun.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you want, and then we'll talk about like accessibility.
Mhm.
You want a scouting bird?
Something to.
I'm
that I can
telling
keep
you
an eye on.
right now, 99% of Dungeon of the Mad Mage is underground.
Okay.
So get a night dwelling bird.
I feel like something
so
like a
maybe
panther or a wolf
bat.
would be cool, but I feel like the guards wouldn't be cool with it.
Scouting
guard-
bat?
The
I was gonna
guards
say
would be
bat.
cool with it if it was well behaved and you paid the taxes.
Scouting bat?
So I need to find a way to get income to cover the tax,
Yes, basically.
and maybe get it like a collar or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, find traps.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to make like a side quest be like, I want an animal companion,
Yeah.
we can have that conversation. That's fine. It's totally fine.
That'd be a fun side quest. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sure. So we'll talk sometime between now and next Sunday
Mhm.
about specifically what animal you get. Now, that does not mean you're getting an animal companion next week, Brightwind. It means you'll get it when you get it.
Trust me, I get you. I just wanted to bring it up in case it's like, well, you have a companion, but now you're in trouble, kind of a thing.
Yeah, well, no, like, see, technically, per the rules of the game, you go to sleep and you wake up with new abilities, and it's like, hey, you got new powers. I don't
If I
like
woke
that.
up with a panther in my
I
room,
don't.
that'd be.
Well, no, that's the thing. Technically, rules is written. Yes, you go to sleep and you wake up with a panther.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like that fictionally, so
Yeah,
I'm not
me
going to do
either.
it that way.
Like, I'm cool waiting to get it until the story makes sense. I just
What
wanted
do
to bring
you
it up.
want? What am I building into the story for you? You don't have to tell
I
me
don't
right
have,
now.
like, a-
Just tell me between now and next Sunday.
Some sort of. My vague idea is just some sort of four-legged, like, predator of some sort.
Okay.
House cat.
I know it's very vague, but
Four-legged predator. Did you mean a hamster? Like,
They're not
what-
predators. They're
something akin to
herbivores.
the
I thought
wolf
they
or
ate
panther
bugs.
type of feel.
I thought they ate bugs. Do they not?
I don't know.
Hamsters. They can.
Hamsters will eat other hamsters if let roam
True.
free
Mhm.
long enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Omnivores. I stand
Yeah.
corrected.
So yeah, four-legged predator, hamster.
Actually,
I'm thinking something similar to a
interesting.
panther or wolf kind of a deal.
Fun
Interesting
fact.
fact.
Fun fact. Chronicles of Riddick is a D&D story.
I'm sorry. What?
Yelp. Go for the Eyes Boo is a fucking PC in a D&D universe.
I'm confused.
The more I think about it,
I-
a hunting dog could be
Shit,
interesting.
now I can't watch that without thinking.
I learned this recently. It's cursed information, and now you're all cursed with it too.
Some sort of hunting dog could be interesting too.
Yeah, I can totally have a hunting dog.
I do not see this as a curse. It is a blessing
Yeah, other
To
than that,
play-
I'm
Okay,
good on
okay,
all
to place-
okay.
to place curse upon others with.
Okay, Gamzee. Would you like cursed information that will mess all of you up?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Okay. The FDA classifies honey as raw meat.
I already knew that.
Why?
I don't know.
That kind of makes sense. Not really, but kind
How
of.
about this for cursed information?
And that stop.
We
Fine.
can't be too off track forever.
So,
Okay. Yeah, that's
Finally,
fine.
lesser restoration.
if you what?
I finally got lesser restoration.
Nice. So, Brightwind, you want animal companion? Talk to me later about what you want.
Yeah.
Is everybody else sorted with level ups?
Very nearly. Just spells.
I can't wait till
I
ninth
think
level
so.
Nemesis
I'm
brings
pretty sure I did this right. So yeah,
What spells did you take, gang? Oh, yeah, you took a level bard. What spells did you take?
I took Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Ooh.
Brayden, did you get anything fun at level 2?
I got fast
Or
hands
level
and
3,
second
rather.
story work.
Oh, you took thief. You took the thief.
Aye.
The thief tree.
Um,
So,
I was
Brayden,
debating between thief and arcane trickster, and it was like, I don't
Brayden,
know what one to
Brayden
take.
hit level 3 in his main class, and so he gets to choose his talent tree. And you went with thief. Interesting.
Aye.
Very fitting.
Mhm.
So you got second story work, which gives you what?
I can now climb faster than normal, and climbing no longer costs extra movement.
Nice.
And
And
running
with,
and jumping is increased per feet from a dexterity modifier.
ooh, very cool. And what was the other thing you got?
Fast hands.
Which is
I can now use a bonus action to be able to use my cunning action. Wait, hold on. Starting at 3rd level, you can now use a bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a dexterity sleight of hand check.
okay. So
I can,
so before you could use your cunning action to dash, disengage, or hide.
now I can also do a sleight of hand
Now
check.
you can also pickpocket. Yes.
But I can also use thieves' tools to disarm traps and open doors.
Nice.
That's
Take a use item action.
Nice.
So I can use a bonus action to give someone something and still use my normal action.
Mm-hmm.
Golly there, but
that's slick.
And then Grace Mila only got spells.
Whole lot of spells.
Yes. Now let's talk about preparing spells. I think Gracie's the only one who needs to prepare spells every morning, but
Pierce.
Pierce isn't here. Oh shit. So, Gracie, let's like put on your veteran hat for a minute, and let's explain to the newbie friends and people in chat what preparing spells means.
Okay, so some of the classes have a limited number of spells, and the spells you know is the spells you know. No need to worry about it. But some of the classes, like Druid, know all the spells all the time, and they have access to it, but they have to spend a certain amount of time each morning after a long rest deciding which spells they're going to have for that day.
So what that means is, after a long rest, I'm going to say, Connie, what spells did you have prepared?
Which is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Mm.
It also means I'm going to have to rearrange my go-to spell lists.
Yes. So,
Probably.
Sock,
Hmm.
can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Oh goody.
As we fade back in on the twins' room.
As a side note, I got Ensnaring Strike for my level up.
You got what?
Ensnaring level spell.
Ensnaring Strike, you said?
Yeah, first
Cool.
level spell.
Let me see what you got. Okay. So, have you been drunk before, Shalcom?
Probably once or twice.
Have you been drunk before, Shalcom?
There is a large difference.
Are we talking blackout or?
We are talking drunk.
Oh boy, probably not.
Okay.
No.
So, the good news is, you're not taking a level of exhaustion. The bad
Bad news
news
is you probably slept like 14 hours.
Shush. The bad news is you're taking 5 points of non-lethal damage as you wake up with the biggest headache you've ever had. You were poisoned in the night. You didn't sleep well. Your head is in 2 pieces, you wish. So you wake up, you immediately lean over the bed and vomit. Rock, did you have the presence of mind to give him a bucket?
Yeah.
Okay. You vomit into a bucket. Everything that you drank last night comes back up, which is alcohol, by the way.
Ow.
Right in the bucket.
Should have put some water in there at some point.
Is Connie gonna have to break out the charcoal?
Connie is currently not here. This is just the twins.
He says it, referring to his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Should have
So,
drank some
Rock,
water. at
you
some
are
point last night.
awakened by the sound of your brother heaving.
How many beds are in this room? Just the one?
2.
Okay, then yeah, I was in the other one. Cool. Morning. Yeah. Well, I'll go get you some water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you did this, I swear I'm gonna bonk you so hard.
I say nothing and I go to get him some water at the bar.
So you head outside. Is anyone up, or is Rock the first one up?
I mean, Lawrence probably had to leave. It's
Yeah, you're probably at work right now. Yeah.
I have probably how early is it? Are we talking like 7 or are we talking like 10?
They are on vacation, so it's probably like 9. You're probably at work.
Oh yeah, I've been at work for hours then.
Okay, so Rock, you come outside. You go up to the bar. The bar's busy already.
Yeah.
And Vernon nods at you. Doesn't say a word. Thunks down a flagon of water in front of you.
Do I owe you anything for this?
Your tab is positive for the next week.
I just give a thumbs up and take it and head back up.
Hey,
I don't want to. What's up?
mail.
Look around.
And reaches under the bar, pulls out a letter, like a sealed letter, passes it over to you.
You know, see if it has a name on it or anything.
It does not. It's just a sealed letter. No, nothing on it.
Alright, I'll head back up to the room.
Okay, he stops you again.
Hmm.
And points, and at a table by himself, but set for like 5 people, is Rainer Neverember.
If we make eye contact, I'll give him a nod, and if not, I'll head over.
Yeah, he nods, and the look on his face is like, take your time.
Yeah, and then I'll...
Okay.
He goes to head up, pauses, looks back toward the bar.
Bert
Wait a
Gurnan's helping
second.
somebody else.
Okay, then he heads back up.
Okay, you head upstairs, you head back to your room. The room is not bad. It's like straw-lined mattresses with like comfy sheets. It's the best bed that the 2 of you have ever had, but it's cheap by Waterdeep standards.
Yeah.
It's got like a foam pillow, but yeah, it's not bad, and there's room for your stuff.
Yeah.
Sock is
Pass the
still
water.
puking into a bucket. Sock, can you make a nature check for me with disadvantage?
Nature.
I just want to see if you notice something.
Nature. I have proficiency with that.
Yes, you do. Oh, even with disadvantage, you rolled pretty well. Okay, so this is a weird question, but I feel like, Gamzee, you of all people will understand what I mean. Have you ever belched or vomited or something, and you have the distinct thought in your mind of, I don't remember eating that? Has that ever happened to you?
Why am I
With-
suddenly tasting cucumber?
Yeah.
With full admission, that happens far more often than
Okay.
it should.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you Sock, we don't see him actually puking. We see him lean over the bucket. We hear liquid falling. But Sock, you get the distinct impression of something bitter and tannic and medicinal and artificial and gross that you have no memory whatsoever of putting down your throat.
The sock kind of raises his head from the bucket with the full lip tongue super smack and reaches around the table for something
Yeah, I
small
set the
and
water
soft
down.
to throw, like a pillow or something, and just hucks it hard as he can at Rockham.
Make an athletics check with
Do I see it coming?
disadvantage.
This will end well.
Aha! I also have advantage.
You have proficiency, but you still have disadvantage. Sock or Rock, what's your armor class?
What's my armor class without armor on?
Yeah.
'Cause I probably don't have it on right now.
Dex mod plus 10.
My dex mod is 3, so 13.
Okay. He whiffs you by a mile. And his pillow comes flying at you, hits the wall.
You're welcome.
Just long sip. Slowly squinting.
I'll
So,
set the pillow back
so
on the bed.
one,
Fuck you.
one very slight thing. Ice water when your throat is raw hurts like hell.
I can vouch for this.
So it's like
as soon
long
as he-
sip, but after the first swallow, it's like, ah!
It's actually getting like stabbed.
It's definitely Sockham like lowers the cup, tries to keep face, and is failing horribly.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah,
I'm
headache,
picking up the pillow right now, so you're fine.
the headache, now this, and just in his head, just.
Mhm.
This is worse than the coffin.
Throw the pillow back on the bed and go sit
Yep.
down on the other one.
Yep.
Sokka just kind of rolls over onto his back, holding the cup up.
Okay. One last check, Sock. It's your last one. Make a history check with disadvantage.
History.
Oh,
I'm not.
to try and let's see.
Okay. Now, again, you can always choose to fail if you wish, but with that roll, you can remember last night. If you would rather Salk not remember last night,
I
the choice is
want him
yours.
to.
Okay.
I want him to.
You can remember last night. It's fuzzy, but you can remember it.
He briefly starts going fish eyes and looks over at his little runes and pulls himself back, doesn't let himself go in,
Mm-hmm.
and says, Rockham,
Hmm.
do you know why that happened last night?
Which part? A lot happened as I start opening the letter.
Why I... And he starts, like, spinning his other hand, faltered.
You mean when you killed the small bird person?
Yeah.
I would assume you were trying to cut a loose end, as someone might put it.
Right. But he raises his hand. I shouldn't have, because it couldn't defend itself.
Yes, you shouldn't have.
That's what got me. I let myself act before I fought, And Sock just kind of rolls over, hurls another stomachful into the bucket. I let myself act before considering the fact that it couldn't fight back.
And did you learn this lesson?
I'm learning it very heavily right now. Takes another sip and just...
Maybe next time
Also-
this happens, don't
also-
raise your sword.
Question for you, Kit.
Mm.
Has anyone but Rock ever seen the runes on my arm?
Probably. There was a big
Probably.
ceremony when you had them painted on the first time.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably long.
Nobody but Rock can read them.
Also, Rockham.
Hmm.
Where the hell are my bandages?
That's a good question.
You left them
do
at the
I know
warehouse.
where's-
I
Last
think.
time I saw you all with them was some point between warehouse when we got back. I think it was when we were talking to the guards.
Also, fuck you for changing your character model.
What?
He's changing
He's-
his character model. He doesn't have the bandages anymore, which means
He'll get them back rather quickly. I'll
okay,
make sure
good.
of it.
Okay, good.
I'll make sure he does.
Cool. Thank you.
It's like, wait a minute.
I should have thought to clarify that quicker.
It's all good. It's all good. And honestly, if he doesn't, it's fine. I'll take care of it. It's just yeah.
This is something that's meant to be a symbolic thing for him.
Yeah. No.
His
Look. I am all for it. It was a joke.
okay. And then he kind of sets the cup down and sits up and goes, "Oh, hey, I have some sick scars."
Bones, he's
So
losing
hey,
bandages.
Sock. Where the fuck are you right now? Like you don't know. You have
And-
no idea where you are.
And as soon as he sits up and as soon as he said that, he thinks that to himself. I don't know this place.
before we get to that, and as the letter's like halfway opened, I just set it on the bed. I'll get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think I will. This is before that. Next time you feel the urge to end a life, maybe consult the rest of us. I think some of the others didn't take it as well as us. Well, me, I suppose.
To be fair, Sokkum, I have nothing against what I did, but I do in the fact that it couldn't fight back. He raises the necklace with his thumb and does the little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
gesture.
fighting an enemy in battle was fine. Like fighting it's the dude was tied up, the dude was
Yeah, that's the
unconscious
part.
because Connie bonked him, and you bonk.
Coup de
Yeah,
grace. Yeah.
Sokkum went,
That's the part
That's
where
the
I'm
issue.
drive home.
Sokkum went full bore into I have to protect sort of scenario because he knew
well,
if it
you
got
hugged
back,
it too
he
hard,
thought-
Sokkum. It's on
if
you squarely.
And he's not gonna fight that fast. It's just raising the necklace like this
Mhm.
is like
So,
As long as you've taken in
And
the
then-
lesson, I suppose.
and then he like puts his hands together in this classic supervillain pose. Now, Rockham, onto something much more important. Where the hell am I?
and we cut.
Yep.
And yeah, that's perfect. Both of you take inspiration.
Thank you.
Quick question, Kit.
Yes,
If I cast bark skin and then turn into a bear, do I keep the bark skin?
as long as you maintain concentration.
Cool.
So, on that note, Connie, who are you bunking with?
Pierce, probably.
Probably,
I
okay.
think we all know that.
Waking
Yeah.
up alone.
What?
Waking up alone.
Yeah, I think so. I think you wake up. I think we get the shot. So my question is, do we see like pile of blankets, or do we see Connie in race car pajamas? Like
Oh my God, that's
what scene do we have? Do we have ice cream sundaes and scary stories, or do we have teenagers alone in a room? Shut up.
I mean, just for the funny, I'd say teenagers alone in the room.
Okay, so we see a pile of blankets and then a very sleepy Connie head sit up. I have
She like we're expecting a snuggle and,
I have
and
a-
instead finds blankets.
I have a very okay. So first of all, nobody talk until the end of this scene because we have to handle this delicately. And second, well, you can talk, nobody else. And second of all, like, without giving any details, has this happened before?
I don't know. I haven't
Just
talked to.
like a yes.
Nightmare.
Like, I need to know if this has happened before. Like, this is important information.
We need it for the lore.
What did I just say?
I'm not muted, am I?
No, you're not.
I honestly say I want to get back to you about that because Connie would be all in, but I don't know if Pierce
Cool.
would be.
Okay. Fair enough. So it's like sleepy, like tiefling grab, empty blanket, heavy sigh. You sit up, and of course she does the thing where she like holds the blanket and sits up, right? So we see like her shoulders, we see your hair all fucked up, and on the pillow beside
Probably more she's holding it like a cape because snuggly.
you sat forward and had the blanket like a cape. How'd you manage that?
Let me rephrase. When she gets up, she puts it on her shoulders like a
I
cape.
didn't mean you got
because-
up yet. That's what I meant. Yeah, you're just setting up right now. You set up, got the blanket, and on the pillow where Pierce should be is an entire meat pie minus one slice in a tin pan and a scroll. ...
The
The pie is hot.
Read the scroll.
The pie is hot.
Pie.
The scroll is also warm to the touch. You open it up.
I cut off a slice and eat it.
Okay, so you open the scroll, and it the very first line where it would normally say like "Dear Connie" or whatever It says, "Sorry about that." I hope I waited until
Okay.
you were asleep, but, well, there was a pop quiz. Sorry. Also,
Pop out of existence, that is.
yeah, exactly. Also, I forgot to mention this in my last letter. We're looking for someone. Could you inquire for me? ? His name is obvious. Signed, and then there's just a picture of a sandwich.
Obvious, huh?
AVAUS. Or EUS.
Alright, let me add that to my notes.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Oh dear. 1 second.
I just want to see if you gain a level of exhaustion. Some of you had more difficult days and less restful nights than others. That's all I'm saying. Also, as a 100% innocent note, looking at Connie's art, Connie with bedhead would be adorable. Just saying. Like, I'm just saying.
Absolute full agreement.
Sorry, AV, what's the rest of it?
AV, so Alpha, Victor, Echo, Utah, Sierra.
Obvious, okay.
Got to hand the back clam. The art is fucking amazing.
It's really good, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's really well done. I love it.
And it's really
Just-
easy to see them with little changes, right?
Yes.
3 cheers to the Bat Clam.
Yes, thank you, Bat Clam.
Hip hip. Whoop, whoop.
So, Constitution save, Connie. Okay, you're fine. You don't have a level of exhaustion.
Cool.
So, I guess the next thing we see is Connie. Like, we get like a hyper zoom of Connie's head, or maybe a hyper zoom of Connie's feet, and then like we see her like getting dressed, and then like you kneel down, light some candles, and prepare your spells.
That's the plan.
Okay. So, meanwhile, Brayden,
Right.
you wake up in a huge room. You have a feather bed with like goose down pillows. Like it's not opulent, but it's like a very, very large bed. You're like cocooned in blankets. Now, mind
Probably
you,
the best sleep I've ever had.
yes, by far the softest bed you've ever been on. Like by far. You had a hot bath last night. You slept like the dead. But you feel better when you wake up. However, you're awakened by a knock on the door.
Oh. Alright, so I'll probably get myself decent, and
Yep.
then let's see who's at the door.
You open the door, and
Actually-
there's this like, you can't tell if it's like a young human or an adult halfling. It's a little bit difficult to tell in the face. It's a young man. He's got like dark hair. It's like tied on the top of his head in a top knot. He's got one of those. I don't know what they're called, but it's a stick that goes across the shoulders with a bucket at both ends.
Alright.
He's got one of those. They're both full of steaming water, and he's dragging a wash basin with his feet. And he smiles at you. He says, "Good morning. Complimentary bath?"
Aye, sure.
And so he drags the wash bin in the room, but dumps the buckets in it, and then like sets up a stool, lays out a bunch of brushes, and just like stands there and like gestures for you to get in the tub.
He'll look around because this is the first time it's happened. He's like, okay, I'll just play along.
Yeah, you get in the tub. He like scrubs the ungodly shit out of you. Like he like
Nice.
scrubs between your fingers, scrubs between your toes. Like he washes the orc off of you. Like you have never been this clean. Like you've never been professionally cleaned before.
Yeah. Aye, so during it, he'd probably be squirming like, this is uncomfortable.
Oh, it hurts like hell. He's using wire brushes.
Yeah.
And the water is hot.
Yes.
But the whole time he's just like cheerily like you squirm and he just grabs another limb instead and just like you can tell he does this all day. Like
Yeah.
Now the thing is he's gonna make conversation with you the entire time. Are you able to focus? Also, you could tell him to shut up.
Yeah. I would probably say he would like try and engage, but he's more the pain's got him a bit distracted.
Okay. So you can ask him any question you want about Waterdeep, and he'll answer you. You get like one or two free questions.
Uh-huh. Give me a second. I need to think of.
There's a caveat to that. You can't say where's Floon Blackmar. I mean, you can, but he won't know.
Aye. Okay, so who's Floon?
I didn't say that. I said he wouldn't know where he is.
Fair enough. I suppose first question would be where would the Thieves Guild be that isn't Xanathar's? If there is one that's here.
Ooh,
Because
okay. That's a tricky one. I gotta roll for that. Let's see if the boy knows where Thieves Guild is. He chuckles and he says, need something stolen, mister?
More like get acquainted with the area.
Oh, you don't want to do that, mister. They'll put your face on wanted posters.
He laughs a bit and it's like, it wouldn't be the first time.
He pauses very briefly. Like, he came in expecting to serve some Ponzi noble. Oh, it's a half-orc. Maybe it's a strange son. I'll look after it. Wait, kid, where can I go hire a hitman? Well done. Emma Watson on the Tonight Show face.
But
No, he I don't think he could tell you.
Bugger.
You just went right for the jugular on that one.
Something sneaky boy.
That was like on par with going to like a temple to the Sisters of Battle and being like, "Hey, can you tell me about the warp?" Like that's basically what you just did.
Wow.
Like... But if you have another question, you can ask. Otherwise, you're gonna turn even more pink than you already are.
Yeah.
Also, you have a choice of scents. You're gonna get perfumed, but you get to choose your
God.
poison.
I can't think of any questions at the moment, so
Okay.
when he's like, done with his thing, I think I'd like flip him a thing of gold.
You gonna slip him a gold?
Aye.
Oh, then you don't get a choice of scents. You get hit with expensive Far Eastern perfume that smells like cherry trees.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I slip him a gold to not give me the sense.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a bit late, but okay. So he's got this like spray bottle in his vest. He pulls it out. He goes to spritz you with it, and you're just like, I'm good. I think with the same smile on his face, he says, "No, really, mister, I insist."
And I insist otherwise.
What's the mildest thing you got?
Yeah, like, you're a half-orc. He's not gonna let you walk out of here without smelling like something.
Aye, it's like, fine. What's the least
Like, offensive?
nausea-inducing thing you have?
Nausea? Citrus. He's got, like, a citrus spray.
Aye, that'll do.
Okay.
Smell like an orange tree.
Yep, smell like an orange tree. Your clothes are perfumed with citrus. Your skin is perfumed with citrus. anyone who knows that you smell like citrus will get advantage to track you by scent.
Oh god.
And then he leaves. What do you do?
Probably get ready, go and stuff for breakfast.
Okay, so you head down.
'Cause
So we crossfade to everybody but Lawrence down in the main room. I assume you're sitting with Rainier.
I had one question.
You're gonna ask about the letter, right?
Yeah.
I want to know if you forgot it, like if Rockham forgot it.
No, I would have like
Make
looked
a-
at it and stuffed
Make
it
a
in my bag.
perception check.
Alright. I wasn't exactly busy.
Yeah, you were.
Really?
You're talking with your brother.
I mean, yeah, but
I
yeah,
have
fair.
left a plate of food directly beside me because I forgot about it.
That's fair.
Okay.
that sounds on par for you.
I had gotten distracted by something IRL. Did he actually read the letter, or is he waiting?
He's reading it now.
Okay.
So, this letter is, it says, to my friends at the top. And it says, so sorry I couldn't meet our assigned date, but Rainier told me that you're in his employ now. That's wonderful. I do hope that Floon is well, but I have to catch the next ship to Chult. I'll be in touch. Volo.
Okay, then I'll share it to everyone when I get down there, though.
Okay. So crossfade to everybody. Excuse me. Sitting around at breakfast. Connie, make a deception check.
And Braden is stuffing his face with.
Sorry?
Braden is stuffing his face with food.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am.
You guys are eating on Rainier's tab, so...
Well, if that's the case,
Oh,
Braden
no.
is stuffed his food.
Ooh, do you have inspiration, Connie?
No, I used it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
No, wait, did you not get inspiration again?
No,
Oh no, that was the twins. Sorry.
that was the
my bad.
twins. Yep. Okay, so I think, Connie, when you go to sit down, I think Rainier immediately, like, gets up, comes, like, behind your chair as if to, like, let me help the lady sit at the table, and then, like, leans down to your ear, and he says, your tail is hanging out of your pants.
Ah!
Quick tuck.
So yeah, tuck that away.
You sit down. So everybody is sitting down at the table, and then Braden comes down, because Braden was last because he got scrubbed.
Aye.
Braden sits down. All four of you notice that he smells like an orange tree.
Did you fall on an orange? Did you fall on an orange tree?
Rainier stifles a
just
laugh.
don't
Visibly-
talk about it.
Audibly sniffing.
Like,
Don't.
They
honestly,
actually
Yes.
smell nice for once.
he seems like he's covered
Oh,
in,
aye,
like,
thanks for
rashes. And you realize immediately, Braden, this is payback for following him. Rainier put you in the
Looks over at
presidential
Rainier and
suite
just kinda
knowing
goes-
this would happen to fuck with you.
He looks over to Rainier and just kind of goes, "Yeah, fuck you," and just
Yeah,
continues eating.
he just toasts you with his orange juice.
Just through a mouthful of food, I imagine Sakum going, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's not very good for if you're trying to sneak around though.
It is if they don't know you're coming.
Smells a bit unnatural, I'll be honest.
Good point, but if they already know that I'm there, then I'm kind of fucked.
Where we're going, you will be anyway.
I mean, it's probably gonna get
Fair
messed
point.
up in the sewer anyway.
Oh, speaking of, I'll hold my hand out. Happen to have my sword by chance. You can keep the pouch.
He just points at Braden. He says, he dropped it in the sewer.
I dropped it.
Did something happen down there?
He got cleaved by an axe and dropped it. So it was either leave the
I
sword
was holding
or
on
leave
to
it.
it until you threw me over your shoulder.
It's fine. I can get another one. It's not that big a deal.
I
If I
will
didn't
get
throw
you
you over
another
the
one.
shoulder, you'd be
but-
dead.
I don't disagree. Nevertheless, I don't have my sword. Well, his sword. I will get you another sword. I just need... We have priorities?
I point to the bow over my shoulder and the spear over the other one.
Mhm.
I think I'm
I
okay
was
for
going
now.
to say you're more of an ranged person anyway.
Speaking of... Did I hit my head more than once, or are there less people at this table than there should be?
That's a good point.
He's magic.
Pierce had to
Sakum
go.
says, realizing he's giving no context.
Pierce had to head back to class.
Alright, and what about the smithy fellow?
He's
Doesn't he have a
probably at
thing?
work.
I have work obligations.
Yeah, but
Connie at work.
nobody knows this.
Oh,
Except
right.
possibly Connie.
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe he's trying to bang out the teapot.
Did
We
you
should go
take...
check the cart.
Maybe
Yeah, did
this'll
you
end
take the
well.
stuff from the cart, by the way?
Probably what I could carry, plus
Okay.
the cookpot from the skewered dragon.
So there's a sigh. He says, right. He said something about Troll Skull Alley. I'll look into that today. And I will stay above ground, he says quickly to Rain. We'll reconvene tonight. We should have the Cup of Darkness anyway.
Aye, last thing we need
Aye.
is you to get face to face with another suit of armor.
So, first of all, it wasn't an enchanted suit of armor. There was a person in there. Second of all, this gives you all the day to explore the city and enjoy yourselves. Please don't cause trouble.
Working on that.
Speaking
Just
of,
in case,
and he
anywhere you
looks at
recommend that
Connie.
we can go.
He looks at Connie. He says, "We're pretty safe here for the most part. Have you been informed about the Flaming Fist?"
The flaming fucks, yeah, I have.
Yeah, he nods. Good. Now, not everyone who bears a similar marking is of that affiliation in this city, so choose your shots carefully.
Correct. Speaking of shots and where to take them, I was wondering if you happen to know any tailors who would be willing to work with someone of my persuasion.
For what specifically?
Better fitting hood.
I know someone. I might even help you a bit beyond that. She frequents here. I need to look up an NPC name. 1 second.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's Bonnie.
No, it's not Bonnie. That's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Ack. This one? No. Nope, that's not it. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Here's what I want. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Fuck. Fuck. Is this one? No. I have a thing that is literally like, here's a list of important NPCs. I'm trying to find it again because one of those is important. Is it this? Yeah, here we go. Are you familiar with the gods of this land?
Only a very vague note.
He sighs. Right. Could you find a priest if you see one?
Could I?
Make a religion check. Yes?
Almost certainly.
Good. If you're going to be hanging around the portal for a while, look for an older woman, dark-skinned human. She's a priestess of Joaquin. Her name is Obaya. She can help you.
What's a, what was that name?
older woman.
Joaquin?
Sorry?
Rockham was wondering what a, in his words, what a Joaquin is.
It's a... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The god of trade and commerce.
Out of character, how do you spell that?
Joaquin or Obaya?
Both.
Joaquin is, Walter, Alpha, Utah, Kilo, Echo, Echo, Nevada. Obaya is Opera, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, Alpha.
Sorry, 1 second.
I spelled the first name correctly. Wow.
What was the Obaya? How do you?
Opera, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, Alpha.
Okay. Thanks.
Nods. If you're going to travel outside of these walls, stay together. And something very important that you need to know. Everything in Waterdeep comes back to dragons. Brayden, make an insight check.
Right.
That was Thieves' Cant. You have no idea what the hell he said, but that was Thieves' Cant.
And what should one do if they, for example, don't have any?
Get some.
Stalker
Quickly.
raises his hands.
Noted.
I can help you, but I can't help you right this second. I would need some time to get the money together.
No need to worry about it.
I can help fill in some gaps.
If I
think
sang
we'll-
on the street corner, how much money do you think I could make? Or would I be more liable to get robbed?
That depends on what you're doing, and yes.
Maybe let your throat rest after last night.
Oh, you're gonna be doing
live.
that. I would recommend an alleyway, not a street corner.
He got hammered.
My mistake. But literally,
That was subtle, and I hate you for it.
thank you.
Zakum takes a moment and just squints at Rainin and goes, "What?"
He turns.
Don't worry about it.
He turns to
Looks at
Connie and he says, "Literally anything goes back to dragons. If something like what happened last night happens again, coin.
Understood.
It might take a great deal of it, but it's better than." And he just opens his hand at Connie, like, better than that. Now, I have some things that I need to attend to. We'll reconvene tonight once your friends are with us. After that, we'll go together to find Flume.
Sounds like a
Agreed.
plan.
Pushes himself over the table and he stands up. Welcome to Waterdeep. He leaves and nobody stops him.
I'll send him off with a piece of the pie.
Zakum waves to him as he leaves.
Okay. So we crossfade to the same establishing shot that we saw when we first came to Waterdeep, except it's daytime now. We see the cul-de-sac of Troll Skull Alley. We see the smoke rising from the steam and steel, and we see a covered wagon outside with a very stern-looking, red-skinned man standing in front of it. He's got his arms folded. His hair is bright yellow. Looks like it's made of bronze almost. It's like sticking straight up. He's glaring down at two figures, one of whom is Steve, the other one is Lawrence. And
Hold on a second. I said I'd take what I could carry, not the entire wagon.
right, Steve took the wagon.
Oh fuck.
He's helping.
Oh fuck.
And
no.
and we
Oh.
audio cuts in. We still get the tavern music in the background, but the audio cuts in, and he says, "Lawrence, my dear boy, perhaps I didn't hear you correctly the first time. You agreed to do what?" And we cut to credits.
So next session, I'm doomed. Master Embrick is going to have my ass,
These games never feel long enough.
and I'm going
Alright.
to. And yeah, I was looking at the time. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way all that time passed already.
Alrighty. So we have some shoutouts to do, but that was our episode 3 of Into Waterdeep. You guys have a dungeon to get to next week if we can save Lawrence from that.
And we can save Lawrence from Embrick.
But we'll get there. In the meantime, we have
Oh,
some
no.
shoutouts to do. Birchmilla, would you please?
Hi, I'm Birchmilla, aka Gracie. I do a lot of art and things for Kit's channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me
Give you a what? You cut it again. It drops the last word.
a
High five.
perk.
Oh, cool. Brightwind, shout out. Go.
Ah. That's how these work, right?
No, it's not.
Hi, I'm Brent Inc. I sometimes do art stuff. You can find me on Brightwind Inc. on DeviantArt, Twitter, Facebook, even though I don't really use it, and Discord, I suppose. Usually hanging out in Kids' channel, just doing whatever. And thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun today.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Guy Gamzee, would you please give us a shout out?
Hey there, everybody. My name's Guy Gamzee, and I'm something. If you ever need anything like a recommendation for a good book, good movie, or help coming up with ideas, I'm usually someone you can call on and get something. Maybe not a good something, but something. I do stream. If, when, I don't know. If you do, tell me. That'd be great. Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Unfortunately, Mr. Averill had some personal difficulties and couldn't be here tonight. Hopefully, Nightfall is feeling well. You can find him on the socials that you see on the screen right now. We hope that he is well, and we hope that our illustrious wizard is back with us next week. Thank you very much for being here, Nightfall, and hope you enjoy the show. Delta, give us a shout out, please.
Yep, I'm Delta, your resident Mad Scotsman. You'll find me hanging around Kit's channel. Give me a shout. I'll see if I can help with anything that you need.
Yes, indeedy. Trace Burb, finish us off.
Yeah. Hi guys, Drisco here. So, normally I'm rolling around being a mod for Kit, and lately, and I, made this announcement this morning during sub day, I am back to taking commissions and whatnot. Not only for knitting, but my baking.
Baking?
I do fudge, I do brownies, I do cheesecake. If you're interested in some noms or you're interested in something fuzzy,
Cheesecake.
we can have that conversation. Let me know if you're interested, and we can make arrangements. So that's that for the moment.
Yes, indeedy. Did you have fun tonight, Trace?
I had a blast, and much like Gamzee said earlier, these sessions never feel that long.
Well, thank you for being here. I hope you all had fun. For my part, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So, if that's to your fancy, you're in most excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed the show. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, from 1 p.m. EDT until, actually, around this time. Give or take an hour or so, depending on my health, the weather outside, the state of my computer, and a few other things. I wear a mask, and we delve deep into the lore and the story of a given game, and I always try to add to the world in some way. You just watched Dice-Icive action into Waterdeep, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition double feature module, Waterdeep Dragon Heist and Dungeon of the Mad Mage, episode 3. Every Sunday we have an episode of Into Waterdeep featuring the KnightLites on this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. We also do Pathfinder on Thursdays. We have Victoriana coming up early next month, and several things coming into 2020. I love tabletop role-playing games, and I love to get people involved in those games. So if you want to take part, do let me know, let my keepers know. We have a monthly, yep, I almost said weekly, a monthly open dice night for newcomers. If you guys want to take a crack at that and have some fun, we would, as I said, love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was felt here today over in their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. For now, as always, it's time for me to leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell, and hopefully I'll see you next Sunday for more Into Waterdeep featuring the KnightLites and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon.